Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Licious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess, aka the Lady that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be really greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading may apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be presenting to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we're going to get started. I do hope y'all are doing well and feeling well, guys. Okay, so I think this is going to be another one of our targeted individual readings, guys. Okay, so today's overall topic is I'm entitling this, like, if you notice, if you are a real targeted individual, everywhere you go, okay, there's a gang stalker that knows you. Okay, and I mean, when you go certain places where gang stalkers know you personally, okay, like and this is not even secret or hidden. Okay, um some of you may remember, it may hit you later, like for the majority of you all, whether you can remember a person's name or not, you usually remember faces. You understand what I'm saying? Whether you can remember that person's name or not, or what have you. So anytime you go somewhere or you do something, you know when you have run into somebody that is familiar, that you know that person's face, okay? And you may remember right away, especially if it's somebody that was more recent that you've seen or you knew of or something like that or what have you. And others of you ever have that feeling, you meet somebody, you like, this person is familiar. You thinking this to yourself. You may or may not, speak that to somebody else or whatever, but you like, you feel this person is familiar. Like, you know this face, you know this person. You can't remember their name. You may not quite can place at the moment where you remember that person from, but you know that person or what have you. And this is something that is very much frequented. Okay, now the majority of the people who are recruited to gang stalk you, harass you, illegally invade and violate you, track you, trace you, stalk you, harass you, tap you, hack you, track you, like all that stuff, may be complete strangers. Okay, or people who or you have those of them. There's a lot of people involved. Okay, so you have a lot of individuals who are directly involved, and then you have a lot of the hidden shadow people who are indirectly involved. They're the ones who's basically running the whole thing, but they really stay in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? And those could be people that you may or may not know. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, and I have several of them. Okay, um I've noticed that since I've that I know of, okay, from like between the time of, like, when I realized that I was a targeted individual was right after I had, my major awakening. Okay, so I really started awakening around like 28, like 27, 28. Okay, but it wasn't until like I was 30 that I really had that massive awakening. Okay, it was like 33, between 30 and 33, like all hell had broke loose. Like, really, started in my 20s, in my late 20s, but like really in my 30s, between 30 and 33, all hell had broke loose. By 33 is when I realized, like, what was going on, like that I was a targeted individual, and shit is not normal. You know what I'm saying? This is not normal everyday life as it was before. Something else is going on here, or what have you, guys. Okay, and so year after year, like, I've noticed there are like different things. I've talked to you all about this before. If you all like, and like I told y'all, I'm a very um practical person. I can literally show you all notes before I ever came like online and was talking to you all about being targeted and different things like that or what have you. um And those of you who have been watching my channel since I first started my channel, y'all know that when I first started my channel, I did so um because I was guided by spirit to do so. And when I first started my channel is when I sent out those poems that went viral. Okay, it was like a total of 6 of them, and they went on YouTube, they went to Facebook, they went, I actually personally sent them out to people, whatever, blah blah blah. But after that, like, there's a gap after that, okay, because that's when I started like really really being attacked, okay. And when it first started happening and going on, you trying to figure out, okay, what the hell is going on. And then they're using all these tactics, they're throwing everything at you, whatever. By the time you grasp, okay, what is happening, you're like, okay, well, if I take this down, basically what happened, they triggered me to take down all my work, okay. And some of it I still have, like, as far as like the videos that I like, it was perfect how I recorded it or whatever. And I hate that shit to this day because it did not stop me from being targeted or whatever. And I literally heard they had the frequencies up so high then, guys. When I took it down, I literally heard somebody telepathically saying, well, that's a start. um and then it was interesting because not only did I take down the work that I had posted, at one point in time, like when I was first started being targeted, they are like hitting you with a whole bunch of things, okay. And so they was triggering to make me believe, okay, they was coming to give me, they was gonna kill me, I was gonna die. I wasn't afraid, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that, but I'd be damned if I was gonna die, and all of my work will be accessible to whoever got it and could take it and use it for themselves, okay. Because y'all would be surprised how many artists have created, like, famous, became very famous off of songs and all kinds of things that was really of somebody else, that belongs to somebody else, okay. Like, been a person, I forget that artist's name or what have you, what that song was or whatever, but that song literally came from a young girl dropping like her journal or her notes or something at a train station or something like that, and it was picked up, and how that artist got it or whatever, but that person did, and it went on to be like a very popular famous song or whatever. And you think that person that it actually belonged to was credited for it? No, of course not. But anyway, so I'm like, if I'm about to go or whatever, they not, yo, I have so much, I've been writing all my life, okay. I had poem after poem after poem after poem. It was only at that point in time in my life that I was being led by spirit. I had never like speak out publicly, like put like any type of art type of work like on public display where other people could see it or hear it, like all this other kind of stuff. It was the first time in life I had ever done this. I was being led by spirit to do it. So I had like mountains of work that I had done that nobody has ever even seen, okay. I was throwing all of my shit away. I even had like a lot of art pieces, like paintings and different things like that. I threw all of my shit out, okay. They literally triggered me to do this shit, okay. And it was really a trip. They had the frequencies way up high. Then they do a lot of things with like movies and different things like that, like different scenes from movies, especially like tragic things or whatever. They had at one point in time they had like this whole set it off type of thing, like I was gonna go out like the way Cleo did or some shit. You know what I'm saying? With a cigarette in the last cigarette in my mouth. I think a hydraulic car bumping up and about to fucking go into mass fire, being gunned down by the cops or some shit like that. This is literally how they do, okay. When they first start targeting, they hitting you with like all kinds of shit. But anyway, that's not what this is about. I just need to tell you all that to understand what I mean, okay, and what we're going to be talking about on today, guys, okay. So the point is, before I speak out about what I was going through, because after you going through the shit and it's like so appalling and it's so like out of this world, like you can't believe it, and it's like vicious attacks, and it's like coming from everywhere, and then one by one, then you start telling people that you're close to, that you love or care about, and they're supposed to love and care about you, what's going on, to see what they gonna say. Surely they gonna have your back. This is weird or whatever. And slowly but surely you start realizing, this is when you realize the veil is lifted again from your eyes, and you realize everybody's around you is an op. So one by one, from your lovers to your friends to your family to the government to the church to the industry, all kind of people. Oh, they all in on this shit. Oh, they all a part of this. And one by one, spirit is showing you these people's true colors or whatever. So then at that point, by then, that's when they have isolated you. You literally wake up one day, and it may sound stupid to somebody, but I kid you not, you literally wake up one day and you don't have one friend. You don't have a family member. You don't have a lover. You're by yourself. You have no support system at all. Okay, and even the community is in on it. So even when it comes to like other things that you're trying to do, getting support or help or trusted allies or employment, everything, it's like, imagine, when a person talks about being blackballed or blacklisted or red listed or put on, what I'm saying, it's like when you, like, especially those of them that they put on these government watch lists and different things like that, you're like flagged in the system or whatever. Like, imagine a person's entire life being blackballed. Not just you being, most people that you hear about, oh, such and such was blackballed, they're talking about work, like in a certain work field. Like, you'll usually hear like actresses or actors or different things like that or whatever. Folks in the industry, you hear say that all the time. But this happens to regular, everyday, average Joe people. But imagine that aspect happening throughout your entire life. Okay, now you can't find a job. It's hard for you to find a place to live. It's hard for you to get any services, help, support, or anything that you need. You literally wake up one day and you are isolated, and you have to know how to survive. Okay, so after all of that, what I was trying to tell you all is I can literally show you all stacks and stacks and stacks, because I had never experienced this before. I needed to understand, for me to explain something to you, I need to understand what it is I'm trying to explain. What is this? There's got to be a logical, something logical for this happening. It ain't happened before. And if it was so deeply hidden from me that I didn't know what was going on. But now it has been made apparent. A flip has, a button has been pushed, a flip has been, switched or something. Some switch has been flipped or something, okay? Because now I can see it, I can feel it, it's around me, it's going on. This is actually happening. I'm a very logical person. So I started researching. I started studying things, Googling things, researching things, reading things, looking up things, and then I'm finding all different kind of information. So if this is happening, this is what is happening, this is what is going on, this is the cause of that. And if you're experiencing this, wow, now you're seeing other people that's experiencing this. And then I'm talking about, and I'm not just talking about word of mouth from other people saying something. I'm talking about scientists or doctors or specialists in certain fields who looked into these things or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? To explain these things going on, because I need to figure out logically what the hell is happening, what is going on. You know what I'm saying? And so, especially once you have reached out to persons in power, persons in authority, who would, know about these things, okay? Especially when it comes to like torture, terrorism, harassment, different things like that. I literally came into contact. I have spake with people, y'all. At one point in time, it was so bad. And my daughter had nobody but me. Okay? It was so bad that I went to the Department of Human Services and I spake to somebody and I gave them a letter. I'm like, this is, my name is such and such, this is my situation, this is my daughter. Should anything happen to me, she's not to go to any of my family. They are in on this. They are doing this. They are actively trying to hurt me, harm me, endangering us both. Okay, and at that time, I'm feeling like the attack was solely on me. Spirit hadn't still awakened me just yet to the fact that the attack was even on my child as well. When I figured that out, I went into mommy beast mode. You know what I'm saying? By the time I figured that out, it was around the time that I realized that they wanted me dead. When I found that you want me dead, you done gave me all the motivation and all the reasons to live, because now I'm living on purpose in spite of your evil, wicked ways. You understand what I'm saying? And so anyway, long story short, I researched a lot of different things, y'all. Okay? And I've been, over all these years, I'm, still piecing this and that together, whatever. So what we're talking about today is everywhere you go, there's a gang stalker that knows you. Okay? Anywhere you go and you see someone familiar, okay? Especially like places of business, random places that you have decided to move, different things like that. Okay, and I'm gonna give you an example, because you're probably feeling like a person love to go anywhere and run into somebody. Y'all, I had never, at 30 some years old, when I realized that this was going on, I had never ran into anyone that I say went to school with. Not middle school and not elementary, except for one time. Except for one time. And I believe when I seen that person, I actually, when I seen that person, which was very interesting, because this person's, anyway, that's a different story for a different day. But I had never, and then when you realize that you were a target, people that you knew starts popping up sporadically, all kind of places. I don't care if you went to a gym before and you knew people, you went to a church before and you met people, you went to a particular school before. You're liable to go somewhere and see your old teachers, or and you haven't seen these people in forever. They're popping up for a reason. You're seeing these people for a reason, and it's almost like it's very interesting, because I would just watch things go on, and it's like they all be wanting like that 5 minutes of fame type of thing. It's like they get it accredited or get some type of incentive or bonus if you see them, recognize them, remember them, and it's like they try to trigger some type of memory in you when you see these people. Okay, and this is this is programming. Okay, this is data, this is programming that is being collected, like seriously. But anyway, y'all, so I'm gonna tell you what I mean. Okay, and once you've gone through all of that and matter of factly those things that I just told you, this is how you're able to piece together these things. Now, even before I was awakened, I was still very highly intuitive in different things. And so over the years, I've always kind of noticed certain things, but before I was awakened, I just kind of shrugged it off, like, whatever, didn't really matter. But after I became a targeted individual and had an awakening, I realized that everybody connects like dots. Everybody. Okay? I'm gonna give you an example, okay? Now, first of all, we're gonna go back to the last ex that I had. The last ex that I had, I've been single and sober. I've been celibate for 10 years now, okay? Because the last it's really like 11 years or something now, or what have you, all in all, because like the last 5 years of me and my ex's relationship, we wasn't having sex, but we were still living together, whatever, and different things like that, or what have you. because I spent extra time there to make sure I left the right way, got everything in order, bills was taken care of, and all this other kind of stuff. And I stayed an extra 5 years just to prove to her this is not about me going to shack up with some damn body else. You understand what I'm saying? Because this was at the, even we were still living in the same house even when my awakening started. And I literally stopped everything cold turkey. I stopped having sex. I stopped drinking. I stopped smoking, like everything. I stopped everything cold turkey and completely changed my entire life. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how everybody connects like dots. Now I have several exes that strangely enough links back to people who are supposed to be my family. Okay, but I'm gonna just start with the most recent ex girlfriend that I had, which has been several years that we haven't even been together or what have you. But technically, by marriage, we still, with almost like we're like family, but it's by marriage, not blood. Okay, or what have you. Okay, so my ex, I'm gonna show you how they all connect like dots. My ex, right? My ex girlfriend, her sister, husband, sister. Okay, y'all follow me. Hopefully, y'all can follow me. Okay, well, let me try to tell you a different way. Okay, my cousin on my alleged dad's side, right? His wife. Remember when I told you all how when the year where I have 4 family members that all died 4 months apart? Well, he was the fourth one that died. When he died is the date that my targeting started. The date that they made me aware that I was being targeted. It was already shady, shicey shit that was going on before then. But for some reason, when he died, was the date, marked the date that they made me aware that I was being targeted. Because after that, all hell broke loose, and I knew that I was being targeted for sure. Okay, so we called him Junior. Okay, but his first name is James. Okay, him. Okay, he died. He was the fourth one that died out of the 4. It was my alleged father, aunt, 2 aunts, and then one of those aunts' son. He was the last one. That makes 4. Okay, all died 4 months apart. Right. So his wife, okay, is the sister of my ex-girlfriend's sister's husband. Maybe that's so. You understand what I'm saying? So this is how technically my ex's family, my ex and her family, is connected to my alleged dad's side of the family, which is actually my mom's side of the family, um, by marriage. Okay? One of the ways they connect like dots. Okay? When me and my daughter moved out, and I got my own place, got another place or whatever, and it was just me and my daughter. Okay? And I actually had the same landlord, and he has different properties and different things or whatever. But this was the properties that this was like a little circular type of thing, and it's probably about 10 apartments in this little circle type of thing or whatever. And I was staying in apartment 1. Okay. Now, because it was just a small circle of apartments, everybody out there was close knit. Let me show you what they did. Okay. The neighbor that stayed in apartment 2 right next to me, his brother is a mason. Started coming over there frequently. This is when they was really targeting me with the masons and different shit like that. The neighbor that stayed in apartment 3 was named Bobby. Okay? Come to find out, a friend guy that I had named Kevin, those two know each other personally. Okay? The people who stay in apartment 4, that person, her name is something else, but she go by Mo. Okay? Her husband is related to my alleged dad's side of the family. Okay? See how they all connected like that? I didn't, when I moved there, I didn't know anybody out there. I don't know any of them people personally. But you see how several people, the person in apartment 3 and the person in apartment 4, connected to me through other people. One of which was a close guy friend that I had at the time. Come to find out, they was good friends. They knew each other. Okay, and I found this out by him stopping by to see me one day, and we were all outside, and he was there. Okay, and I found that they was friends or whatever. So I'm like, okay. Um, the person in apartment 4, from getting to know them, come to find out that her husband is related to my alleged dad's side of the family. So I'm like, huh. The neighbor that stayed in apartment 5, this was the guy, the brick guy. This was the guy that I after I was there, it didn't take me long to be there. I knew everybody in that. I didn't know when I moved there. I didn't know anybody personally, but I knew when I moved there that everybody in that circle was us. But I played my role. You know what I'm saying? And observed and different things. The guy that was in apartment 5 was the guy that they used to flirt with me, to come on to me, okay? And this was the guy that they was going to try to use to take me out. You understand what I'm saying, right? That's the guy that I told you, like, just wigged out one day, okay? Like, or what have you, and like decided to choke me and like bust my lip, like all kinds of shit, just randomly out the blue or whatever. Okay? Um, all these people know each other. They all connect like dots. Okay? At the time, when I was still staying there, I got a job working for a security company. Okay? I was doing security at different little like high rise type of buildings, senior living type of building, different things like that. It's security. Okay? When I applied for this job, actually one of the buddies of the neighbor that I had was security at the place and told me about the job. So I helped me to get on with the job. So I got the job, right? The woman that was there, you know, you have different staff in the office or whatever. She didn't say anything, but I knew her personally from way back in the day. See, I started clubbing when I was 16 years old, and I'm not gonna speak on the person's name, but there was somebody I was with, but it was like when I was a little bit older. I think I probably was around like 18 or something like that at the time back then or whatever with the person that I was with then. But she was still way older than me. Okay? And they were all friends. And I remember this woman being, you know, she would go to the gay clubs or whatever. And you know, it was several of them that were mixing. I mean, these are older. They were older women. These were women who was old enough to like be my mother. Okay, and it was very interesting because when I seen her at the job, I had always thought she was just a lesbian. When I seen her at the job, this woman, this is a married woman. Okay, this is a married woman who is secret about the fact that she is actually lesbian and fool around with women because, and I don't know, she never did say anything, but I believe she remember, she knew who I was because they are all targeting me, right? And you know how people give you that look, like, you know what I'm saying, they don't want you to say anything because it was like a family, it's a like a family owned type of, like, it's a business, it's a security company or whatever that's been around for a while, but it's like family owned or something like that or whatever. Her family and stuff in there, whatever. And I'm pretty sure they don't know that she was. But this is how she connects like dots. Well, when they set me up and I lost that job or what have you, and it went so crazy because when they had the Rick guy that was my neighbor to jump on me or what have you, um, I go to work. Did I get a call? No, I go to work and they like they know about the situation. They know about the altercation. You know what I'm saying? And how the police was called and everything like that. Now, this didn't happen at the job. No, nothing like that. It's happened while I was at home. Who's feeding you information? And they was looking for a reason to get rid of me. And that's like literally how I lost that job. I literally didn't do anything wrong on the job, at work. Okay? After a grown ass man assaulted me, which I have paperwork for. I had to get a restraining order. I had to go to court, some more shit. Okay? Everything. Okay? So, but they wanted to get rid of me because I know this woman know that I know exactly who her ass is. Okay? And this is why it's so amazing to me, because it's like these people just don't know. I know a whole lot. I done seen a whole lot. And I ain't never said anything about a lot of shit that I know about a lot of these damn people. But they think he's so clever by all tag teaming up and working against me. Okay? I'm showing you how your gang stalkers connect like dots. Okay? So you have certain people that link to friends that you done had, that links to exes that you done had, that links to family of yours, and they all link back to your family. Like you can keep connecting them dots, and them dots still leads back to your family. Just like how I started off with my ex, right? So that was at that job, and believe it or not, remember the friend guy Kevin that I told you that I had? After I after they set me up on that job and I lost that job, because at that time, like the gang stalkers and different things like that or what have you, they would like sabotage my jobs. I had to get smart and get to the point where I would have more than one job at one time. That way, if they sabotage one, I still had other jobs to fall back on or what have you. And and so it was like that for a while. Okay. um until they just sabotaged my car and prevented me from from working at all or whatever, because I was working for myself, but I was an independent contractor. I had to have my vehicle, so they sabotaged the vehicle. But anyway, that friend guy that I had, he went on to work for the exact same security company that I was working at when I was staying in those parts. All set up, all connect like dots. Now y'all remember, if y'all watched my video I did yesterday, remember me telling you about the dentist, okay, and how they were treating me. The woman who copped the attitude in there with me, I'm not sure if she remembered me or not, because this has been several years ago. But from the moment that I went to that place, I knew her face was familiar. I always felt like her face was familiar, but I couldn't think of the woman's name and exactly where I remembered her from. But years and years ago, we're talking about more than 20 years ago, when I was with another one of my exes, which she was a she then and went by Regina. She's now a he, so goes by a different name. But she was a she when I was with her. Okay. Also, another thing with your gang stalkers, many of your gang stalkers, they're gonna either link back to they're gonna have ties to the industry or the military or the government in some type of way. Okay. There's several people in my supposed family who links back to the military. I even have exes who link back to the military that I know is a part of my gang stalking too. My ex Regina is one of them. She not only links back to, because she dabbles with the music industry, but she used to be in the military as well. But she's, like I said, she transitioned. She's a he now or whatever. So, but this was like well after we went together and shit no more. But I remembered this woman, y'all. Back when I was with that ex, Regina, there was one night that we was hanging out, we was chilling, and she took me to a friend of theirs house. And I never forget this woman, because this woman's husband, I thought it was so fucked up, because her husband was in the military and he was like deported, he was gone. And she was turning up and drinking and getting high and partying, or whatever. And she was cheating on a man. And he was in the military. Like, I think they were married or whatever. Got children, everything or whatever. He's in the military. But he was gone. He was deployed somewhere else at the time. I'll never forget. It hit me like it was nothing. That's who that woman is. Okay. And she lived on the north side. And it was a really nice, beautiful house. And I remember thinking, because I was way young, I was way younger then. I remember thinking, I don't understand why somebody who living this good, who taken care of, you got, obviously a decent man, he in the military and everything like that, and taking care of you, sending you everything back home. Because this was a really nice house. And I never forget, because we all had spent the night like slumber party style over there. And they was doing, like I said, getting drunk, getting high, into some freaky shit. Some other shit was going on that I wasn't a part of. But I remembered that because there was also the night that I ended up being drugged. Every time I'd have been drugged, I remember. When you have really been drugged, there are blackouts, there are gaps of shit that you do not remember while you're on that drug. And I never forget, this was like some type of pill of some kind that my ex Regina had gave me or whatever. And then she tried to, I never forget, because she tried to gaslight me the next day and was like, why were you acting like that last night? You know how people gaslight you and shit like that or whatever. I'll never forget that. But that's how I remember that one. I said, that is her. And she lives on the north side. And all of my supposed people lives across the river on the north side. Okay? Um, this is the one who works at the dentist. This is just another telltale clue as to how I know, matter of factly, the people at the dentist have been gang stalking, harassing me, and doing all kinds of shit to me in the first place. And they are connected to my supposed family as well. So I'm giving y'all these examples, and I can give you more. I'm giving y'all these examples because it's easy enough to say, you go to the store and you happen to see somebody in the store. Maybe y'all used to work together. Maybe y'all went to school together. It wasn't that many years ago. Me and my daughter went to the fair, and I ran into a girl. Me and her used to work together, and was cool for a little while. Ran into her. So like, those is like normal kind of occurrences. Now there are times when you go certain places like that, and these people, they reach out to people that and to tell these people, oh, they're gonna be at such and such place at such and such time. They go in there now or whatever, and these people be there, show up there, and act like they just casually bumped into you or something like that, and it was totally staged and shit. But at the same time, that's a normal occurrence for anybody. You know what I'm saying? You could go to the gas station, happen to run into somebody, go to the Walmart, go to Target, something, and happen to see somebody you familiar with or something like that, or what have you. But these people connect like dots. Remember me telling y'all way back when they was trying to abduct my daughter. Went to the new school, and they was planning to abduct my daughter. Was being abused at the school, and the school, they covered the abuse up. They think I don't know. They covered my daughter being molested up at the school by the music teacher and everybody else that was involved in the shit. They covered it up. They think I'm too stupid to know. And they were going to abduct her from that fucking school. They covered it up to prevent a lawsuit, to keep from paying me any fucking thing. And they were actively planning to kidnap my daughter from that child. The reason why I brought the school up is because, and this is when my daughter was fully potty trained. My daughter had been potty trained since she was one or two. And by the time she got to after fourth grade, it really started from one school, and then went on. The abuses, like the mind control and different shit, started from one school, but they was only at that school for a year. They closed it down. They all ended up getting transferred to this other school, and the abuse continued. That was going on the fuck at school and shit or whatever. But I kid y'all not, my daughter started doing like number one and number two on, you know what I'm saying, on herself. Any counselor, any therapist will tell you that is a sign of abuse. I don't give a fuck what you say. Even just molestation. Okay? Any form of abuse like that. Okay? But anyway, so I brought that up because one of the little like, what do you call them, like the attendant, how they have like extra people work at a school, like the that's not necessarily a teacher, but they like the what do you call them, They like be the people in the hall and different things. Make sure everybody get in. Make sure they get to their classes. They're not security. They're not teachers, but they like other like I'm not sure what they call them, what their positions are. But that girl, I remember her. She leans back to the side of town I grew up in. So being around my supposed family, okay, that I knew from my past. They purposely plant people in certain areas. And when you go there, you know these people personally. Now, for some people, believe it or not, that's done on purpose and it's done to target you. Those of you who don't know you're being targeted, it might make you feel more comfortable when you go places. Why? Because when you go somewhere new or something like that, and you see somebody you familiar with, you automatically feel laxed. Okay, like oh wow, okay, such and such is here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe things will be alright and things like that or whatever. But no, they didn't purposely been planted there on purpose as part of targeting you. I'm telling you, those of y'all sit down and think logically about different things that's going on, like for real, for real. Y'all will notice people connect like that is involved, okay? And I ask the Most High, expose my enemies to me, show me my enemies. And it never fails. Spirit will show me these people's true colors. In due time, they'll show their true colors. I'll get a vision of something. Like this one person, this person pops up in a vision of mine, because they do things to fuck with people's minds and plant things. But I'm gonna tell y'all something else. That may sound weird to you all, but if you say middle age right now, first of all, if you full goddamn grown, there is technically just for any given reason, there is no logical reason why you would be thinking about really and truly anybody from your past, anybody who is no longer in your life. Okay? This person popped up, and I'm giving you an example. This person popped up in my mind just randomly. Like I wasn't even doing anything in particular, thinking about anything in particular. And I seen this person's face and heard this person's name. Now, this was a person who had a crush on me way back when I was like, shit, like freaking, I don't know, probably 13, 14, something like that, or whatever, 12, 13, 14, something like that I have not seen since around that time. Why would that person just randomly pop up? Shit is being projected on people and implanted in people's minds and being, forced. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of shit. It can be done the same way to completely fabricate something or something. Like, it don't even have to be something. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway. But Spirit show me my enemies like that. Like, when I ask Spirit to show me who's all involved, whether it's people I know or don't know, sometimes I see people I don't know from Adam. I don't know who them people are. I don't know their name. And I see them and everything that they doing and all kinds of stuff. Sometimes it happens in a vision while I'm wide awake. Sometimes it'll happen in a dream. Sometimes it's just randomly. I'm not particularly doing anything or thinking about anything at all. And it's like, oh damn. Okay. They involved too, Spirit. The other day, somebody who's supposed to be a cousin, so now that I know better, it's really not any relation to me, but it's supposed to be on my alleged mother's side. It really isn't my mother. But this person popped up. I seen this person's face and this person's name. And it amazes me. You should really, if you are a spiritual person, you should really, whether you pray or meditate or whatever, ask Spirit to reveal your enemies to you. Expose your enemies to you. Okay? And you will be amazed at the people that come up and who you see. Because, and the reason why I say that is because it's so many people that you like, I ain't even never had a problem with these people. I ain't never even had so much as an argument, an altercation, a disagreement, anything. And it just be like, why in the hell would these people, like, they don't even have a reason to be working against you? And then that's the first thing you got to understand with this whole being targeted shit. These people don't have to have a reason, because there's a lot of people who've been recruited who's targeting you, attacking you, bullying you, stalking you, harassing you, whatever it is that they've been recruited to do, and you ain't done a thing to them. They sell outs. They are part of something sinister. They're getting some type of incentives, getting payment for doing the shit that they're doing to you. It's as simple as that. And then other people who are, more, closely involved in the situation, they have the most valuable benefit of, say, targeting you or getting rid of you if they're trying to sacrifice you and different things like that or what have you. But the majority of the people, like, my daughter have had teachers. That's why I had to change up her schooling. She had teachers, professional people, y'all, and for professional places, who was targeting both me and my daughter. My daughter is highly intuitive. She got powers and gifts of her own. She's like between her, I guess the easiest way I can explain it, she's like in between her Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Matilda phase of her gifts. But like artistry wise, she likes to draw. Okay? So in the terms of mystical, magical things, she can draw magic. I'm not sure if y'all can understand that. But whereas I can do things with like writing is one of my main art forms that I do. My daughter like drawing, but there's other things, like you have other gifts. So even other gifts that I have, I use my hands or what have you or whatever. But anyway, so this ties into something else or whatever. But that's the phase she's in right now. But she's a part of me. So if I got gifts, she's gonna have gifts as well. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this is how people start paying attention. Doctor's office, schools, colleges, like wherever you go, especially professional places where you live, especially professional places. I promise you, there is somebody embedded there that knows you personally. Remember me telling you when I started having to go get dental work done and making my doctor's appointments and different things like that or what have you. They had completely changed my insurance, okay, like the policy number and everything, and had not made me aware of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get sick or whatever, so I don't have to go to like the doctor all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, how people like be making frequent visits to the doctor and different things like that or whatever. I haven't had to like that or what have you. So this is how something like that could happen and you just like not know until you happen to make an appointment and get there, and it's like, hold up, something different about your insurance policy. They had not only changed my the policy number, they had changed the doctor to the doctor that I did not even know. Okay? And the woman's name was Crystal Johnson. I ain't never heard of a Crystal Johnson before in my damn life. But I do know that the Johnsons are people that's on my alleged dad's side of the family. Who's really my real mother's side of the family. Like, it's so much, y'all. It's so much, okay? And so they will do things like that. My point is they will do things like that to purposely put you in areas. And you not being aware, not knowing if you go along with that. And the interesting thing is, y'all. Interesting thing is, I don't know if it's something about that building or getting me in that building, because I have a mammogram coming up, right? And It's in the same building that I found out that's the building that doctor works in. Now that I've never had to go to that building or had to handle business in that building. Before I've been to that building before, like deliveries, different things like that or whatever, but like having to like handle business in that building or whatever, I haven't. End up being I'm having to go to that building for the mammogram, okay? And it's not to see that doctor because that person is like a general practice doctors or OBGYN, like whatever. Um, but I found it interesting. Y'all watch, I'm telling you all, everywhere of like importance, especially professional places that you go, I guarantee you, like there. First of all, anywhere you go, anything that you do, everybody that's around knows that you are a targeted individual. Okay? They know that you are a targeted individual, and they know because of the synthetic telepathy that is being used, the frequencies that are tapped into in your minds and in your body, the people around you, even with you not saying a word, the people around you know what you are even saying, what you are even thinking. It's telepathic. Okay? And this is how your gang stalkers have access to that as well. This is how they're able to say certain things and do certain things in real time when, you know, different things are going on or what have you guys, okay? So that's what we're talking about today, okay? How all of these gang stalkers, how they connect like dots. There's certain ones of them, okay, that is purposely planted in your life on purpose, and they are all connected like dots together. Okay? And I thought it is because of that woman. I'm like, that shit is so crazy. I'm like, she probably do, but I'm not really sure or not if she remember me or not. But I'm like, there's a lot I know the hell about you. And just how low down and dirty your ass is. Well, you sit up in the dentist office with, you know, black ass lips, like you know what I'm saying? Like you get high all day every day. I know what you do. Yet you sitting up in here acting all bougie in your professional little job that you get little benefits on or what. I done been to your house, and I know you have ties to my ex, which has ties to my family. It all connects like dots. And these people just be fucking with you and fucking with you and fucking with you. And it be all other kind of things. Sometimes it's things that you find or that's given to you or what have you. Just like with some of my siblings or whatever, well, just supposed family in general, and how I was able to tie certain politicians to what was being done to me. I can still show, I still have it. I found this like this planner type of thing, and it's an empty planner, but in the back of the planner, like there was like maybe one or two things, like there was a couple things written in it, there was a picture in there. But in the back of the planner, it was interesting because one of my supposed siblings on my supposed mother, one of her other children, it said that person's name, that person's first name, and the last letter, the first letter of their last name. And it says something about, I don't know if it said something about money or something about something, but then it went down to say H. Clinton. Okay. Whom I also know has ties to my targeting and different things. It'd be interesting, like, and for me, like, I'm not afraid of nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know how to speak with anybody professionally and different things like that or whatever. So a lot of these people, especially when it comes to professional people, I reached out to these people. If there is there a problem? Because if there is, you can tell me. You working with a whole bunch of fucking misfits outside of me when you just come to source. Let's rectify the situation. Let's figure it out. Nobody got anything to fucking say. But a whole lot of people got a lot of shit to say and doing a whole lot of shit from behind the damn scenes. And that's what pisses me off the most about this shit, because you could be, you can deal with cruel and unusual punishment and domestic terrorism and a hate crime and sabotage and ruin and betrayals and backstabbing shit, and you know that you know what you know is going the fuck on, and you be sitting up waiting on the fucking day for them, these damn people, just to say what it is to your fucking face. And they don't. So it'd be like, what's the point in the whole shit? You know what I'm saying? And then they do the things that they do like it's a fucking game, but it's not a game. There's nothing artistic or creative about it. There's not a fucking game when you're sabotaging and ruining people's lives. You're wasting people's times, years off their life that they can't get the fuck back. Because your sinister, evil, wicked, demonic asses want to play games with other people's lives, trying to play gods in other people's fucking lives and shit, with all your hocus pocus, black magic voodoo bullshit, artificially intelligent ass bullshit. But nobody comes direct with it. You pussy. You pay some people to be cyberbully some goddamn body. You're pussy if you pay some people to hide in the shadows and follow people around fucking town. You're pussy to pay people to purposely play up in somebody's face, purposely come up in somebody's life, knowing full and damn hell well they are up. I feel like that it's just this pussy shit. But that's what's going on here, y'all. That's what's happening. So that's what we're going to talk about today, guys, okay? These gangstalkers, everywhere you go, okay? Everywhere you go, these gangstalkers, there's a gangstalker that knows you. All of them know you, like I said. They all know that you're a targeted individual. But I'm talking about when you go places, even when you go places, just like how I told you about the permits that I first moved to, or what have you, I didn't know anybody out there. I had never seen any of them people a day before in my life when I first moved out there. So imagine, say something like that. You moving somewhere in a small little community, like a little apartment complex or something, and you don't know nobody out there. But you know, in those small like communities like that, everybody kind of neighborly. They used to have a thing where, you know, in the evenings they would play music, you know, somebody, you know, those big old speakers, and you could hook to your phone and it plays the music out. They would play music and drink, or, you know, I don't know, play dominoes or whatever it is, or, you know, that they were going to do, cook out, you know, whatever they was going to do. Because it was a small little community. And this is how I began to meet these people and figure out who was who. And slowly but surely, it's like, oh damn, okay, I see what's going on here. You understand what I'm saying? And like the one next door, his brother was so damn funny, but he was cheating with the woman who was married. The person that stayed in apartment 4 was cheating with the drunk woman who was married, that stayed in a apartment 4. Well, the guy that stayed in apartment 2 was with the woman that stayed in apartment 4, or what have you. She's married to a drunken woman beater, or what have you, but her husband is the one. So her, by marriage, is some kin to me. Her husband is related to me, but you know what I'm saying, from, I suppose, the other side of the family. And they communicating with these people. And then I told you the friend guy that I had, and come to find out, here go my neighbor number 3. Y'all a spoon coons, y'all buddy. They had them two slept, anyway, never mind. Yeah, because they was all in it. And was trying to take me out then. So imagine moving, going somewhere, and you don't know nobody when you get there. And after you've been there for just a little bit, people start connecting. You meet somebody, and they a spoon coons would say, an ex-lover of y'all. You meet somebody else, and come to find out they some kin to one of the sides of your family. You meet somebody else, and come to find out They best friends with somebody that you was cool with, you was friends with, or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? All these people connecting like dots. And remind you, when you got there, you didn't know nobody from Adam. But after you meet them and get to know them, come to find out they connect to other people. And just imagine being a targeted individual in that situation. It's like, oh, so y'all connect, because by now you know that your family, your ex-friends, your ex-lover, they all fucking ops. Spirit have already shown you that. Now you meeting these people who are strangers to you when you first meet them. You connected to my ops. So y'all all ops together. Three of Earth. They all collaborated together. I'm telling you, they all belong to some type of clique, club, group, gang, secret society, co-coven, something, okay? They're doing something together. They're working together. They're in a collaboration with one another for the purposes of money. That's what the Three of Earth is, Spirit is saying. Spirit, what else is going on? Everywhere you go, there's a gangstalker that knows you. This is all for money. Yeah. Something has to do with wealth, a very large amount of money. And this is the reason why so many people have been recruited. So many people jumped on the bandwagon. So many of these are your ops. Everywhere you go, everything you do, no matter where you go, they're working against you. There's a large amount of money that either these people have been paid or that they're trying to get their hands on. Because the Three of Earths is they collaborated together for the purposes of money. With the Ten of Earths now, that's more than just some money. That's wealth. With the Tower here, these people have been recruited to cause chaos, tragedy, a sudden upheaval, a shakeup in your life, distractions, disruptions, deceptions, okay, problems of any kind, Spirit is saying. And they're very motivated and determined to do so, Spirit is saying. Spirit, what else is going on? These individuals are also very foolish. Spirit say that's saying they're fools. They're in this foolish energy. They're blindly taking leaps of faith and different things here. Yeah. Look. Fool magician. They're trying to cause a tower to you. They're in this fool energy. They're trying to, they could even be trying to cause you to act a fool, to make some type of take some type of blind leaps of faith, do something carelessly or recklessly. But I really feel like this is their energy. They're also heavily involved in spell work, witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, hexes, curses, spells, evil eyes, santerias, or any other forms of dark arts. Okay, they're abusing divination, Spirit is saying. These individuals have been recruited to like hurt you in some type of way. Yeah. Spirit say they're working in secret. Y'all excuse my nails. I'm getting ready to do them over. This group of individuals who are working together are working in secret. They're doing a lot of things behind the scenes, behind closed doors, obviously behind your back. There's a lot of shady people and dirty dealings that's involved. Spirit is saying a lot of criminal activity as well that these people are involved in, okay? And this is how they're sharing your information amongst each other, between one another, invading your privacy, invading your human rights, your civil, your constitutional rights, okay? Imagine though, these people who are in professional positions, they are violating HIPAA regulations. Spirit had already told me. They're violating HIPAA regulations by feeding your information, your private personal information, to outside parties. persons in power and authority, and other people who's in this group. Spirit, what else is going on here? Yeah, these people are chained to the devil, honey. Temptation is what is driving them. That's large amount of money, this wealth. This is the reason why they're doing what they're doing in secret, because they're chained to the devil. The devil is all about greed, materialism, possession, control, manipulation, deception, toxicities, temptations, addictions, addictive patterns of behavior, bad habits. These people were tempted by money to work against you, Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify the Tower. Clarify the Tower. Clarify the Tower, Spirit. They want to cause you some type of chaos or tragedy. Some type of problematic situation. Murder, death, harm, destruction, illness, injuries, lies, deceptions, disruptions, but chaos nonetheless. Yeah. They're doing things to cause chaos, to cause tragedy in your life, to cause conflict, defeat, hostility. They're being abusive towards you, Spirit is saying. They're doing this on purpose. They want you to snap, crack, and pop. They want you to lose all control. Spirit, clarify the Fool. Clarify the Fool. Yeah. These people are working in secret behind your back. A lot of shady people, dirty villains. A lot of sneaky, freaky, creepy shit, low down and dirty shit, criminal activity, illusions, fear, doing things to try to cause you to be overwhelmed. Moon magic, magic of any kind. Because they're chained to the devil. They sold their soul to the devil for money. And their task is working against you, Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify the Fool. Clarify the Fool. Look at this. 10 of Water. This is a lot of people. This is your entire family is in on the setup. As well as a lot of other people involved here. See, the 10 of Water often gets seen as, you know, a family of individual. It can speak to family. But the 10 of Waters is about a coming together. It's a congregation of individuals. It's a large amount of people. Okay, that's the reason why reunions and gatherings and get-togethers and things like that or whatever can happen under the 10, something like the 10 of Water. Okay, this could be a large group of any kind of people, a mixture of people, family, friends of the family, strangers, all kind of people could be wrapped up into the 10 of Water. Okay. Spirit, clarify, and they're all in this foolish energy. They're all blindly taking leaps of faith, being very careless, very reckless to do what they're doing to you. Yeah. Ace of Air, Spirit say that's the truth. That's clarity. They could have some type of witch practitioner, a magician, or doing some type of spell work on you because you speak some type of truth or clarity. The Ace of Air is also about decisive movement. It's awareness, it's insight, it's epiphanies, it's breakthroughs, it's truth, it's clarity. It's force, it's intentional. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Spirit say what I'm telling you is the truth. It's clarity. Look, the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. The Emperor is somebody who's a father or a father figure. The Emperor could be somebody in power and authority and leadership and a position of power. This is the person who makes this decision here. Two of Swords. This person made some type of knee-jerk decision to cause you heartache, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, and anguish. An Emperor here. Okay? So this could be your father or a father figure or another father figure. Okay? This could be somebody in power. This Emperor. Who made the decision, the bad decision, to cause you heartache and pain. With the 3 of you, got the 2 of Air and the 3 of Air here, okay? 2 of Fire. Yeah, a decision was made. to cause you heartache, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, anguish, mourning. Yeah. Yeah. They didn't want you to have you didn't want you to have hopes, wishes, and dreams come true. They didn't want you to have success, triumph, victory, or public recognition here. They wanted you dead. Look at this. 9 of water. And it was their hope, wish, or dream come true to do this to you, to get rid of you. But you could be in this 9 of water, 6 of fire energy, and this emperor wanted you dead. Transformation here. This is the death card. The 3 of water here. All these people been gathering and getting together, rejoicing in celebration with one another to plot and plan and scheme your death here. Yeah, look. They didn't put forth a lot of time, energy, effort, investments, money, and everything to sacrifice you, Spirit is saying. This group that's been meeting up, linking up, teaming up, scheming up together. Look, justice. Government is involved. Persons in power and authority is involved. This has to do with a wheel of fortune here. With the world. A completion of something, a fortune and a completion of something here. And this is the reason why these people are jealous, envious, and intimidated by you. They want retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on you. A Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Feminine energy here. Yeah. This fire sign woman who wanted a page of water, a water sign child, hurt or injured or hospitalized. Okay? Yeah. There's a King of Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, masculine, that did something to ultimately betray you in some type of way. The 10 of Air, this is betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, ruin, cruelty, hate crime. Yeah. This could have been somebody that was trying to send into your life, or somebody else that's a part of this. A lot of people have tried to come out here. A lot of people involved here. But this Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. For some people, this could be your father, your grandfather, your uncle, a cousin, or something who's older than you that's in this Emperor energy that made this decision to set you up for failure like this. Or either, for more often than not, for the majority of you all, this is somebody in power. This is somebody wealthy or leads or high up in power or authority who's abusing their power and authority, who have made this decision. 2 of Air here. To cause you heartache, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, and pain. Because a decision was made in your favor. You're going to have hopes, wishes, and dreams coming true. You're going to have some type of success, triumph, or victory, or public recognition. So this Emperor wanted you dead. And this group rejoiced in celebration to work hard against you. Yeah. Something could have been going on legally as well with this Wheel of Fortune energy that could rightfully belong to you. This is the reason why everybody connects like dots. Because they do. A lot of your gangstalkers connect to your ex-lovers, your ex-friends, your family, any other people you know. They all connect like dots, Spirit is saying. Okay? Spirit, give us clear and accurate messages. What other messages do we need as it relates to the situation? I'm seeing initiation here. They could have tried to initiate you. These people were initiated into this code, coven, secret society, clique, club, group, gang, whatever they want to call it here. Yeah, we got wand here. Somebody has some type of wand that they're using, a magic wand, or this could be a fire sign individual. This speaks to intention. You got initiation and intention here. So these people were initiated into this group. Basically, they were recruited and they were paid to work against you in secret here. Somebody's using some type of magic wand or something is significant to a fire sign here and their intentions here. And this has to do with a large amount of money, a large windfall of wealth here. But these people sold their soul to the devil with this devilish energy here. The temptation, that's the devil card here. Spells. They've been casting, look, manifestation. I told you they were abusing divination by way of abusing divination by way of manipulation to manifest what they want. This says spells here. They've been casting curses and spells on you to cause chaos and tragedy in your life, to abuse you, to cause conflict and hostility in your life, Spirit is saying. Spirit clarifying the Fool with the Ten of Water. The Fool with the Ten of Water. Look at this. Cauldron. Somebody's been doing some type of cauldron magic here. Okay? This speaks to containment. Your family was trying to contain you, or this large group of people that came up against you were trying to contain you. You see them flames, that fire, this magic potion that's brewing in, you know, this witch's brew here in this cauldron here. Okay? Snake head, cow's tongue, pig feet. You know what I'm saying? Goat, you know what I'm saying? Everything else that they putting up in here to whip up they witch's brew. Okay, Spirit clarify the Magician and the Ace of Air. Yeah. I'm seeing altar here. Something about an altar. Somebody has you on their altar. Dedication here. Somebody has you on their altar. Somebody's doing spell work on you like every damn day. Yeah, look. Hex at the bottom of the deck. Banishment. They did something to banish you. They put a hex on you, Spirit is saying. They did some type of cauldron magic. They put you on their altar. Did some type of spell work over you. Somebody's been using some type of magic wand to try to control you or control a situation. Especially as it relates to this wealth. To try to keep this wealth from coming to you. Yeah. These people sold out. Somebody hexed you. Spirit is saying. Spirit clarifying 3 of Earth and the Moon with initiation. Three of Earth and the Moon. I'm seeing transformation here. That's the Death card. Look. Transformation, disruptions, conflict and defeat here. These people were recruited to work against you, to sacrifice you. They have been causing disruptions, chaos, tragedies, upheavals, problematic situations in your life, conflict, defeat, hostility, being abusive to you. Spirit clarify the Fool, the Ten of Water. Yeah, I'm seeing patience and planning here. They wanted you trapped in fear, or they could be currently trapped in fear right now. Whoever you are, your third eye is open, though. Look, shadows. They've been working in the shadows. I told you. Meeting up, linking up, teaming up in secret. Plotting, planning, scheming, strategizing against you, Spirit is saying. Spirit clarify the Magician with the Ace of Air. You could be a powerful magician yourself. You could be a powerful manifester, is what I'm saying here, okay? You could know the truth, speak some type of truth or clarity here. What else is going on here, Spirit? Yeah. Whoever you are, your third eye chakra is open. Fulfillment of wishes is coming in for you. Material and spiritual prosperity. These people didn't want you to have this. These people didn't want you to have this, Spirit is saying. Recognition and reward. Yeah. Authority here. This is somebody in authority. Somebody in power. Somebody in authority that's in this magician energy here, that has been doing things on purpose to cause you heartache and loss here. Yeah, I'm seeing heartache and loss with heart chakra here. They could have also been doing things to attack your heart, Spirit is saying. Yeah, I'm seeing patience and planning here. Movements, choices, decisions. They've patiently planned certain movements, choices, and decisions that they were making. Look, deception and envy. These are deceptive as individuals who are very envious of you, and they are hell-bent on sacrificing you. And there are persons in power and authorities, people that are supposed to be leaders and representatives, professionals that's in on this. Yeah. Spirit, what else is going on? Yeah, I'm seeing thief here. These individuals are thieves here. They're trying to steal something from you. They want you dead so that they can steal something from you with this thief card here. Yeah, these are false persons, Spirit is saying. False persons, they fake, they phony, they fraudulent, they untrue, they lying, cheating, deceiving, manipulating con artists, okay? They sneak and creep around, they do things behind people's back, they backstab us, okay? They're wearing a mask, they're not who they appear to be. Look, community. A community, this is people young and old that they have recruited to work against you, to cause these towers in your life, to abuse you, to cause hostility. A whole community, Spirit is saying. Yeah. Spirit, clarify the Fool with the Ten of Water. But they have done some careless and reckless shit in this foolish energy that they are in. Okay? Spirit, clarify this Fool. The Ten of Water. Shadow. I'm seeing wealthy men. There could be some wealthy men or women in power involved in this, Spirit is saying. I'm also seeing official person here. This could be a military official, police officer, this a politician. This could be anybody in power. He has on look like some type of military uniform or something like that, or what have you. Spirit, clarify Fool, Ten of Water, Shadows with Cauldron, Containment. These false persons are thieves. And it's a whole community of individuals who are working against you. They're trying to steal some type of wealth or abundance from you. Okay? And this has been their motive for working against you. A lot of these people have been lied to about you just to get them on board to work against you. Okay, Spirit, clarify. Yeah, these people have been sitting in expectation. They've been sitting in expectation, waiting to get word that you was dead, that you was gone, that you was locked up, institutional. Like, they really want you dead. Yeah, and they've been sitting in expectation. I keep seeing that. I keep seeing it, and I put it back in the deck. And they've been working hella hard. They've been working hella hard to do something to you or get rid of you. Look, concern. So that Master Mason number 33 up there, they're in concern about this courthouse, about this set in wealth. Yeah. They in despair over this courthouse situation and this sudden wealth here, because they ask us as liars, cheaters, and thieves. They manipulators, they con artists, okay? And so they're still trying to attack you. Coffin. They're still trying to sacrifice you. Still trying to sacrifice you. Somebody also received a message of concern as well. I feel like these people worked hard to do something here. If you have a child, they've been attacking you and your child here, okay? Because it's totally labeled as individuals. You see this line of individuals behind the scenes working hard, but they're in concern about something. Because in the distant horizon, this child, something could happen to this child or with a child here. This could be your child. With the family room here, message of concern, bad health, death. Or someone in your family that's working against you received a message of concern that they're in bad health and is going to die. Y'all don't put nothing past these people. If your children have been saying things strange, doing things strange, acting strange, and different things, they likely have been groomed. They likely have been brainwashed and put under mind control. They have been using your children, even your smaller children, to work against you. Y'all, my daughter has never spent, nobody that is supposed to be my family, my daughter has never spent the night with the people. My daughter couldn't tell you their first and last name, who they related to, who their family are, who all their children are, where they live. She couldn't tell you their fucking address. She never spent the night with them. Okay? Birthday parties and different celebrations I have for my child, them people, they have never put forth any effort to be in my child's life or do anything for my child at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? Fuck me. You done mistreated me my entire life, but I'm literally watching in real time them do the same exact thing to my daughter that they did to me. Because they've neglected her and abandoned her. You can lie to the general public and tell them whatever the fuck bullshit you want to tell them about me, but my daughter ain't done nothing to nobody, and she has disabilities. I would love to hear how you explain how you are abusing. You're supposed to be such child advocates, but you abuse kids. You brainwash, you groom kids. You traffic kids. You do all this sick, twisted shit like how you did to me. They've been doing to my child. Haven't done a damn thing for my child. And there's only been a few people who done ever sporadically maybe bought something for my child. And that was only because they knew certain individuals was watching. Like the powers that fucking be, stunting in front and trying to play pretend. When they ain't never been in our life or done any damn thing for us, let alone my child. Because you wouldn't be targeting the only person who has taken care of her and loved her entire fucking life, not to mention the person who gave birth to her. Because you damn sure wouldn't want to take care of yourself. You damn sure wouldn't want her to come live with you. She never spent the fucking night with you. There's two occasions. And they use my supposed sister that really ain't my sister, that's one of my fake mother's other children or whatever, that's supposed to be my daughter's aunt. They don't spend no time with her. These people that will call my child, they don't see my child. They don't do anything for Christmas, birthdays, anything. Okay? And we talking about people where it ain't hard for them to do so. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not on no old selfish ass type shit. We're talking about people who don't have children themselves. And it wouldn't matter if you did have children for you to be in the life of your grandchildren, your niece or your nephew. You know what I'm saying? And other family, different things like that or whatever. But not to be absent from their life altogether. Y'all, there's two occasions. And this was before this was before I realized I was targeted. I was going through an awakening at the time, but I was still blinded to the fact that the people around me were deceptive. There were 2 times that my supposed sister, she hit me up. And she'd always been very fake and phony with me. And like everybody that was like my friend or something, she would try to make her friend, and all of a sudden the people wasn't my friend anymore, and type of shit like that, and try to become ace boon cool better, you know, cooler. The type of person that try to become cooler with your lover than the fuck you are, or become cooler with your friends than the fuck you are. And then next thing you know, your friends teamed up and linked up with them, and now your friends ain't your friends no more. That type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, when your mama put you out, it was me you called and gave you a fucking place to stay. Then you left my daughter in a crib in nothing but a diaper, screaming to the top of her lungs while I ran to the store real quick. Come back. You butt naked in nothing but a towel. I gotta check on my baby. Vibrator missing. Out my bedroom. Package empty. Me and my ex know exactly where we keep our shit. Get into it as soon as you leave the damn house. Find it right in the room that I was allowing you to stay in. For you to get on your damn feet. With blood on it. You used it while you were on your fucking cycle. Swear to God. Honest to God truth. Called her mama to come and... My exact word. This is the old tip. You understand? You better come get this bitch. Before I hurt her. You know that woman didn't come get her? So they was even gang stalking and harassing me to fuck then, bro. Left my baby screaming to the top of her lungs while you sitting here masturbate with my vibrator while you're on your cycle and leave blood stains on. Dry blood stains. Nasty bitch. We were being targeted even back then when my daughter was a baby, y'all. My daughter was a toddler. She hadn't even started school yet. My ex, I didn't notice the signs, and but my ex was abusing her. Them that put her eye out. When she got off early, she got off before I did, she would have her to go ahead and pick up my daughter from the daycare, so you have to be there that long. And then I get home after work. I'll never forget that day. Come home. My baby eyes swole shut. Can't open her eye. And I thought maybe she was just playing around at first. Can't open her eye. My ex say, oh, she got in your nail polish. She ain't never got in my nail polish before. Never done such a thing. She put that nail polish in my daughter's fucking eye. This is why my daughter the eyes is messed up to this day. She wear fucking glasses. Fuck my daughter. And do you know she refused to go to the fucking children's hospital with me? Because you know, you go up in the children's hospital, anything wrong with your child, them folks gonna be watching. They have to watch for signs of any fucking thing. They had the counselors come in there, the goddamn nurses, all kinds of people. They want to know how your child got hurt. I had to go by myself. Refuse to go to the hospital because you know you had did something about it. And it pissed me off so bad because it was swollen so bad. And it was irritating to her. She couldn't open her eye. But when and the nurses came in there, and it took 2 of them to pry her eye open to put the stuff in there. And the one nurse was even abusing y'all. I'm sitting here watching. Tears just started rolling down my face, y'all, because they was pulling her skin so much. You know how you pull your skin till it's getting dry? It had cracked the side of her eye, like split it open. And my daughter laying there the whole time, she was like, I'll be good, I'll be good, I'll be good. I knew then that when my ex, you have to listen to the words that come out of people's mouth, especially babies. They don't know the lie. When she put that shit in my baby's eye, she was making her feel like she was doing this because she was in trouble. Why would she say that? She never said that with me. Why would she feel them people touching her eye, putting the stuff in her eye, that she was in trouble cause of what they was doing? And the woman with the other nurse, she was so fucking aggressive, y'all. she was so damn aggressive. Hold on, my thing. And because and my daughter was resisting because it was hurting her. So one nurse was trying to hold the eye open to put the medicine in, and the one nurse was holding the eye open while the other nurse tried to get the medicine in there. But she was and holding her down at the same time. But she was doing it so hard she had to split the side of my baby's eye. My baby got up from there and ran in my lap, and I'm just holding her. See, they watch everything. How the child reacting to you. They scared of the parent because they trying to figure out how this happened. Who did this? And you seen you go to children's hospital with your children, baby. They got all kind of folks work up in there. My ex refused to go with me to the hospital. With my baby, I had to go by myself, and I was there. I was at work when it happened. When I got home, that's how my baby was. Her vision been fucked up ever since. And she done had to get glasses. She did not do that herself. She wasn't even tall enough. She wasn't even able to reach. I didn't leave my nail polish and shit like on the floor or nothing like that. She was small, like not long walking small. Stuff like that you keep up. I think I kept up on the dresser or something like that. One on no floor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A child would have to get something, unscrew it, open it, stick your hands in and accidentally rub it in your eye and some more shit. You're sitting here, you're the adult, you're supposed to watch it. A child that small, you watching at all times. Fuck do you mean? What was you doing? Why she got in it if you claim she got in it? Y'all, this is the shit that I didn't had to go through. We was being targeted back then. But I did not know that the people around me was fucking ops and sellouts. And they was working against me all along. Now, before I got into that, y'all, there was only 2 times my daughter, my supposed sister, none of my supposed siblings has ever spent any time with my child. My supposed siblings have children right now that I ain't never fucking met. That ain't played with my daughter. And I ain't never done them nothing. Them even had a fight, altercation, or nothing. With the only one that I had a verbal altercation with was the sister I was just telling you about that I allowed to come stay with me when her mother put out. Who left my baby in there screaming to the top of her damn lungs like she had to spanked her, hit her or some shit, and threw her in the crib, made her sit there while you take your stinking naked ass in here and masturbate with my fucking vibrator. It was the nastiest ass shit, man. I was so fucking pissed off. That bitch had to get up out of my house. Or by then, they supposed to mom ended up putting the brother out. And it took him getting put out to him getting an apartment right up there where we stayed, and then the sister, she go over there and move with them because they halfway act like lovers anyway. Or at least that's the way she act towards her own brother or whatever. I can't say this reciprocated, whatever. But I say all that because there was 2 times, y'all, that she specifically asked me. And I know what was being done. Spell work was being done on my child then. One time it was to the Disney on Ice. Disney on Ice had came down here to the arena. Anybody that is awakened knows about the mind control Disney, child programming. This is what they program the children with. The animated programming, whether it's Disney, Alice in Wonderlands, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, all them characters there. It's mind control program. Took her there. She claimed, oh, I got a friend girl that's got a daughter. We're gonna go to Disney on Ice. Would you let her go? So I let her go. Cause at the time, I had no reason not to. Didn't know that I was being targeted, what was happening with my daughter right in my face. Other time, She said, we going to the lake. Now, remind you, she don't ask me. I'm your sister, your older sister. Do I want to go? Everybody getting together, having a good time, but they done always did this my entire life. They go on cruises, trips. I ain't never been invited. They done had passports and shit since they was kids. They refused to give me a passport because, see, I'm supposed to be here. Nobody's supposed to know me or see me or anything. So I ain't never had a passport. They don't want me to leave the country. Okay? So this time, it was to the lake. And I remember my daughter couldn't swim, so I went and bought her like a life jacket and all this other kind of stuff. Make sure, mommy do to make sure she had all the precautions she needed, y'all. There was pictures that was there. And then later I found out. I was pissed off because you didn't invite me. Remember I told you she didn't invite me? Come to find out, my supposed mother ended up going out there. And then that's the sister. You all of a sudden got a mentor. That's a fucking handler, bitch. That I don't buy that mentor ass bullshit. A mentor ain't nothing but a fucking handler. Mentor, life coach is nothing but a handler. Was out there with them. Hot boy for all these people. Everybody out there. Y'all can go to the lake. You don't invite me. But you want to take my child. They took my child out there and they did water rituals with her. They put spell work on my child. This is how they mind control, brainwash my child. When she went to that Disney on fucking ice, when she went to, because it was after that she started doing all type of demonic ass shit by the time, and then the abuse started happening in the schools and different shit. She's being molested and shit. She started drawing these sexual ass pictures and shit. I'm talking about animals with huge penises on them and shit, and long tongues, licking ice cream cones and shit, and skulls and bones and all these money symbol different. I knew she was being abused, and I told you the time I went in her room to straighten up her room, and I found a satanic coin that looked like the size of a $1, and it had a pentagram in the middle of it on one side of that motherfucker had. And at that time my daughter loved nature. When she went outside, she would like build stuff with the dirt, and how you had your little cooking, how girls have like their little plate, tea set, cooking sets or whatever. She get the grass and the dirt, like she cooking stuff, different stuff like that or whatever. And because I collected crystals and everything, at one point in time, and my daughter's like, every rock she seen outside, she thought it was a crystal because of the crystals I had. So she would love picking up stuff, and I'm like, what in the hell is this? And she done picked up, probably got from outside, you know what I'm saying, and little small objects like that, because she had pica. I had to be careful about little small objects and different things like what she had, because she put things in her mouth and would chew on it. Like people who have pica is basically a person who eats things that's not edible. Like for kids, it may be like their hair, or a crayon, or chewing on a pencil, or like a plastic toy, stuff like that or whatever. So I had to be really careful. This is when I found that satanic coin. And I really, really knew that she was being abused, because I told y'all the time I found her hanging in the closet. But then I had this vision. They was trying to trigger my daughter to suicide. Y'all, she was hanging up in the closet like a fucking like Balenciaga fucking BDSM fucking scene as shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Tied up with fucking her scarves and stockings and shit, sweating like a fucking slave. Y'all, to this day, it wasn't nothing but the grace of God, because she was up in her room playing. Everybody was downstairs, and because I think I was in the kitchen or something, someone just told me go and check on her. She was too quiet. And at that time, she was so young. When she get to playing and stuff, she loud, she cutting up away. I can hear, I know what's going on. I hear your TV, I hear you laughing and chuckling and giggling, you slamming and bumping toys and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was quiet. Spirit says go and check on her. She went in her room, she went in the bathroom, she went in my room, and we just lived in a townhouse. So if you went downstairs and you went in your room, so I'm running around. Some just said open her closet, and there was no ventilation in her closet, and it's dark in there. You in here hung up sweating like a slave. I was so fucking pissed off because I felt like somebody had to put her in there and did that shit. I'm like, what is this? Who showed you how to do this? Like, why are you doing this? And she couldn't even give me an explanation. She didn't know. Y'all, we done been through some shit. I swear to God on my life, I would never lie to you. I know when they put the spell work on my child. See, they think I'm boo boo the fool. I just don't. As a high priestess, I don't speak about every fucking thing I know. But I swear to God, I could ruin these bitches. A lot of them. From the school district all the way up to politicians, people high in fucking power. I make all these motherfucker families, include starting with my own fake family, look the fuck bad. While they playing with me, they refuse to fucking stop. I done told them to stop. My spirit guides done told them to stop. The Most High done told them to stop. No, they think they ain't good. With good folks that's wealthy and elite and motherfucking power, y'all don't let the devil trick y'all around here. We done been through a lot of shit, y'all. Through a lot of shit. Y'all, that shit that was going on, this was before. All that shit that I just talked about, just told you about, was before I even knew that I was a targeted individual. Years before I knew I was a targeted individual. But I've always been highly intuitive. Always had psychic abilities. I just wasn't exercising, my talent, skills, and abilities in spirituality and different things. All that shit got suppressed when I was a fucking child, because back when I was growing up, you liable to get the fuck beat out of you for being anything other than what somebody else wants you to be. It was just a time where you just didn't run around talking about, oh, you believe in this, you believe in that, you this, you that, or whatever. I jumped off the porch like a motherfucker at 12, 13, even coming out as lesbian. But by that point, I didn't give a damn. And it was more rebellion against my fake mother that I knew wasn't my damn mother. The only person I felt bad that it really hurt my feelings to find out was the woman that's supposed to be my maternal grandmother. But of course, my Scorpio aunt, ratted me out to her. But I didn't get in trouble or anything. I got a good talking to, about what the Bible and what the Word said. But she didn't treat me any different, didn't love me any different or anything like that or what have you. And that's just how I was. Because I was actually a good girl and very much a square and quiet and stuff like that or whatever. But I mean, sometimes you end up doing other things in life when you done been a victim of abuse, from being promiscuous to adventuring sexually and different things. So that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So I'm seeing family here. But y'all, we done been through some shit. A lot of shit. When I tell you I'm a multi-millionaire, I am. Like, not tooting my own horn. I am literally a multi-millionaire by birthright. I have even more multi-millions by all of the pain and the suffering and the abuse that I've endured by these families, the government, and some more shit. Even more of a multi-millionaire from the abuse that my child has suffered, that I have literally seen. And no matter of factly. You're not telling me what abuse looked like when I didn't experience it. I didn't see it. I know it. My daughter's 16 right now and still hates using the bathroom. She hates going to the bathroom. That's abnormal. That's from abuse. And we have lived alone. I done made sure for sure. Since I've been awakened and known I was a target individual, we're talking about for sure, at the very least for the last 11 to 15 years. I done made for sure. A motherfucker had to kill me first before they can get to the abuser. But there's certain things that I've seen uh, by professional. Y'all would be surprised how this shit works. Professional people get away with abusing your children right in your face. They think you don't know it. They think you don't see it. But I do. I knew what they wanted to use my daughter for years, like years and years ago when she was way small. We done been through a whole lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that they think I don't know that I just don't fucking speak about. They wanted you in poverty. They wanted to keep you stuck in poverty. But they're the ones that's going to wind up in poverty. They put a hex on you. They banish you to keep you in poverty. There's an emperor in particular in behind this that like called some kind of shots on this, that pulled the strings to make this happen, and all these other people fell in line. They all trying to get their hands on this wealth and keep you from having it. When I tell y'all I am a multi-millionaire, I swear to God to you, I am not lying. I really am. I should not be, my daughter should not be living in the conditions that we live. My daughter's entire future should be taken care of with the wealth with what I'm worth, with what I have. Whether she want to go to college, have her first apartment, her first car, whatever, everything. Shouldn't want for shit. Many of y'all gonna be like, oh bullshit, whatever. You're not gonna believe it. It's not for me to make you believe it. I'm telling you, I'm matter of factly telling you the truth. Some people say that shit because they're trying to manifest it. I don't have to manifest something that I already know that I have. That's why I don't pray about money. I don't waste the most high time with praying about material things, because those things gonna come and they gonna go and they gonna come again and whatever. Anyway, in all kinds of ways. What's gonna be is gonna be. It's not necessary. A lot of people, hope and wish and yearn and pray for money and all this other kind. I don't do that. I don't even like gambling. I don't even gamble to try to win nothing by chance. Every once in a while, you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't waste more than $1 or $2 on a scratch off to try to win something. I'm already wealthy. They just want people like y'all not to think so, not to know so. And it's because you're so used to all the people that you know who are wealthy flaunting it and throwing it in your face. You know, holding money up, stacks of money up to their ears and no stupid ass shit. You know, got 15 cars but only can drive one at a goddamn time. Stupid shit. Mansions that they don't pay fucking taxes on and shit. Dumb shit. I really am a million. Anyway, we have been through a whole lot, guys. Okay, and some of you all have experienced some of these things that I may be talking about. Something may trigger inside of you, be like, you damn sure right. That's why that was happening. That's why that was going on. And I told y'all about how my daughter, nobody that's supposed to be my family, y'all. And it amazes me because I be seeing these ratchet chicks, like, not making fun, or whatever. Because I done stayed in the projects. Like, my first apartment was public housing. Okay? Around 16, 17 years. My first apartment was public housing. Well, 17 actually. Okay. So I didn't get it. Been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Moved on. But it be tripping me out, these chicks that, like, I guess call themselves trap queens and shit, and they hood bound, project bound, and shit like that. They got 4, 5, 6, 7 kids, 3 different baby daddies. They got a babysitter for every one of their fucking kids. They at the club every time the bitch open. They suited and booted. They look better than their kids. They got a new wig every goddamn day. Their nails stay goddamn done. They got on some, hook 'em dress, and hooker shoes, do me shoe, going somewhere, doing something, and somebody is all they got umpteen damn people to dump their children on, to watch their damn children. Here I am with one person. I ain't had a break since I had her. Cause my child ain't been left with no damn body else. Other than when me and my ex was together or something like that. But she was still at home. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody that's my family. Or no shit like that. And the reason why I told y'all about that is because during I ended up going to the hospital years and years ago. And when I went to the doctor, when I went to the hospital or whatever, because like I was going through, like, it was really bad. Like, I was going days and days without sleeping, days and days without eating. This is when they didn't reverse the spell work, because then the spell work that they was doing made me lose drastic amounts of weight. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted me to look all like run down and sickly looking and shit like that or whatever, because that's what they was spread. You know what I'm saying? Then they, none of they didn't reverse the shit. They started doing well, they was doing the ass magic back then. I don't know who the hell was hating on my ass, but they, for some reason, they wanted me to have a flat ass. Maybe because I ain't never been popped in the ass, because my ass, I don't know what the reason was. I ain't never had some humongous ass, but, it was plump. It was decent for my size. Or whatever. But, they did this ass magic. They wanted my ass to be flat. And then, so there was a lot of beauty spells, glamour spells, and all this other kind of shit, or whatever that they was doing. Or whatever. And then they ended up reversing that shit or whatever, and started like pounding weight on me. And so what happened is they waited until like get my weight back up. Like by the time I snapped out of it and realized what was going on, and I'll never forget, because it was one thing, I was just so upset. I was distraught. I'm crying. I'm sitting in the dark, and I was flipping through some pictures in my phone. And the angle that I was standing when I took that picture, I have a name that's tattooed on my arm. At the end of that name is EAT. Okay? All I could see on that tattoo, how I took that picture, was eat. My spirit guides was telling me to eat. And this is when I snapped out of it. And I'm like, damn. I was going days without eating. And I wasn't hungry. It wasn't like I was purposely depriving myself of nourishment. I wasn't hungry. You know what I'm saying? This is how severe spell work can be. Y'all, I literally still have the photos. If I showed y'all them photos and how I looked then, you would not believe it was me. Okay? But I posted it to show people what was happening to me, what was going on, like what was being done and shit. And I was going days and days without sleeping, all this other kind of stuff. So to get my weight back up, I had to start like eating more than I normally would to pick my weight up. But in the midst of me doing that and getting my weight, because y'all don't even understand, this wasn't no couple pounds, few pounds. I literally had lost like 75. I was only 175 at the time. When I tell you I dropped all 70 of them, I was 75 of them pounds. And this was within a couple months that fell off for me. Okay? I hadn't dropped down to about 100 pounds. Okay? So, I was eating more to, pick my weight back up or whatever. And in the midst of that, they still doing spell work or whatever. They reversed the spell work or whatever. So then, they started having me gain massive amounts of weights and different shit like this or whatever. So, y'all, I said that because one day I was just tired. I was tired. I was fucking tired. And I just wanted to sleep. I wanted to freaking sleep. And so, the doctor that I went to at the time, he gave me something for to to help me sleep or whatever with insomnia and different things like that or whatever. So I just wanted to sleep, y'all, because it had been days. I Anyway, long story short, I ended up going to the hospital. Okay, um, and it was some more shit. I wrote about that before. I don't know if y'all did. This was years and years and years ago. I don't even know if y'all remember that or whatever. But I'll never forget. Anyway, y'all, long story short, like, they did a lot of shit to me in that hospital while I was there or whatever. And I even remember I heard the one nurse or the woman came in there with some huge as horse pills. Like, she was trying to force me to take all of these pills and different things like that or whatever. They was going against protocol, because somebody who has already got medicine in their system and shit like that, your go-to as a nurse is not to pump, put more drugs in their system. These are the biggest pills I ever seen in my fucking life, like big ass horse type pills. And I'm like, I can't swallow that. My gag reflexes is stupid. I'm like, I cannot swallow that. You know what I'm saying? And I was so fucking tired, y'all. If I wasn't so tired, y'all, I would have seriously got up at that bed and did something to that woman, because she, how the hospital rooms had a curtain on it that you can slide the curtain, but then it also has like the actual door to the rooms, like sliding glass door. Well, that was left open when the woman went out of there or whatever. Uh, and at this point in time, I wasn't fucked up. I was so tired. I felt like, and I felt like they was going to kill me, and in there, and spirit talking to me or whatever, and I was just tired. And I was like, if today and they gonna kill me, I'm ready. Y'all, the woman slid the curtain, but she didn't close the door all the way. So when she went back out there, the nurse's station was right there. I heard her telling the other nurses that I wouldn't take the pills or whatever. And somebody said something to her, and she said, well, I don't want to lose, this is what they said, and I don't want to lose my job. I knew then somebody high in power told them what drugs to give me when I went to that hospital. I kid y'all not. My ex came up there gaslighting me and shit in there. Like, the shit was wild. It was so fucking wild. I'll never forget one of the phlebotomists came in there. This woman, they call themselves playing games. She came in as a nurse at first to check on me, do the blood pressure, different things like that or whatever. Went out, came back, and I looked like a whole different uniform outfit or whatever, acting like she was a phlebotomist. Came in there and took all this blood or whatever. And I knew they was going to do something with my blood, because for a medical professional, number one no is touching any patient's bodily fluids without gloves. Okay. And the IV that I had in, you know how when you have an IV in too long or whatever, like it'll get to moving or whatever, but it'll start like blood might start seeping out of it or whatever. That woman took her bare hands and she rubbed my blood off of the thing or whatever, and told the nurse that I needed to change the thing or whatever, just that they needed to change the thing. But that woman, and I'm watching her, she touched my blood with her bare hand, and she didn't get up to wash her hands or anything. She just rubbed it on in her hands or whatever, went on whatever, but she actually touched my blood. Like, nothing's wrong with my blood. But that was the subliminal message. That was to tell me that when I left the hospital, that they were doing something with my blood at the hospital, or they was going to do something with my blood. Anyway, so I heard the woman say that, so I knew that, like, I don't know, mayor, governor, politician of some kind, somebody in power was telling them what to do to me, what drugs to give. They were trying to kill me in there. Okay. And y'all, I was so tired. I ended up going on and dozing off and going to sleep. And you know how you wake up before you open your eyes, and the room pitch black dark, y'all. I hadn't been taken to, I was in a different room, and it was pitch black dark, and there was a woman in the corner who almost looked like this ghostly spirit type of figure. I wasn't afraid though, sitting in the corner, and she was talking to me. while I was supposed to be asleep. Now I told you I was asleep. My eyes wasn't even open yet, and I hadn't said a word. So at that point, she didn't know that I was up. But just like a cat, I could see in the dark. Okay, so I seen her sitting over there with a clipboard, and this woman was having a full conversation with me while I was supposed to be asleep, right? And so by the time she realized that, I opened my eyes or whatever, because I wanted to see who was the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Have I gone to glory? Is this spirit? Where am I at? What's going on? I went on to open my eyes or whatever, and she stopped talking immediately. And so, anyway, when the lights was turned on, y'all, I had been put in this room, this fucking camera coming down, like watching me. I knew that other people was watching me from that camera in that damn room. But I never forget, before I had dozed off, and I heard the nurse say that or whatever, because when she came back, she had some type of liquid substance. She didn't have the pills anymore. So I'm like, fuck it. If it's my time to go and they about to kill me, fuck it. I chugged the shit down. I drank it. And that's when I got extremely, extremely dry. I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. So I knew she had gave me something that was supposed to knock me the fuck out. Okay? And so as I'm closing my eyes and she going out the room, all of a sudden, just imagine hearing a group of people scream. Ah! Or, like gasp and screaming at the same time. Imagine being at the hospital. I'm going to tell you how it felt. Imagine being at the hospital. Say you got a loved one that's in the hospital, right? Now, all of this happened in the emergency room, y'all. In the emergency room. This is all happening, okay? Imagine you got a loved one in the hospital. You know how you got a loved one in the hospital that maybe hurting, like a sibling or the family come up there or whatever, and say a nurse walk out there and say, oh, your family member has passed away, they have died. And the reaction that the and the and the scream and everything, the talking all at one time that you would hear, if that was, that's how that felt. And that's what Spirit told me. Spirit told me that that person had to went out there and said, I don't know who they were, because when I went to the hospital, I was by myself. Okay? I was by myself, and like how I ended up getting there, because remember I told y'all I was tired. I just wanted to sleep. I wanted peace and quiet. I wanted to sleep. So I was supposed to be going to the store. I got in the car. I literally stopped at a store. I got me some water. I kept on driving and kept on driving. I didn't even know where the hell I was at. And so I got so tired, and I didn't want to hurt anybody in traffic or anything. So I pulled over to the side of the road, like off to the side, like it was an open field, off to the side of the road. And I laid there. I just laid there in the car, and I dozed off and went to sleep. I put the car in park, cut it off, went to sleep, y'all. Y'all, this was a whole staged event. My ex had to stole my driver's license out my purse before I had to left. Okay, and it was a whole dramatization. Because before I was leaving, it was very interesting. Because before I was leaving, she was like hell bent on me taking. Here, just use my card. I'm like, no, I got money. I can use my card. You know what I'm saying? It was like she was being very pushy about it. You know what I'm saying? And I was already driving her car, but she was being very pushy about it, whatever. Because and then she kept on saying like, well, you better hurry up before they come or something like that or whatever. Because they was trying to make me believe that the folks was chasing me, they after me, they coming to get me, they gonna kill you when they get you type of thing. Y'all, I didn't fucking care. I was so tired. I had been up for days. I just wanted to sleep. I didn't go to the store. I drove and kept driving and kept driving, and I got across town, and I stopped and got some ice water, and I kept on driving and I kept on driving and I kept on driving until I was in a whole nother city, like somewhere else, at a distance away. Um, and I got too tired, and like I said, I didn't want to hurt anybody on the road, fall asleep while I was driving or nothing like that. So I pulled over, cut the car off, stopped, everything, and I just laid there. It was quiet, it was peaceful, it was no traffic at the time going by, and I just went to sleep. When I woke up, the officer was knocking on the window, on the door, y'all. And so, just like an officer ask for my driver's license, different things. So I go to my purse and I get my drive to go to get my driver's license. Y'all, my driver's license is not in my purse. It's not in the car. I never put my driver's license anywhere else. Now, remind you, I had a whole wallet that came up missing that I know my ex took years ago to give. This was back before I was awakened, and I knew that I was being targeted, that she gave to people. This is how they stole my identity. But anyway, y'all, when I tell y'all this damn officer did a fucking magic trick, he had his hand like this and flipped it around, and all of a sudden, and I guess he thought I was so tired, so asleep, so drowsy I didn't see, stuck the ID in the side of my door. I have never in my life took my driver's license out of my wallet and put it, you know how you have your little dip, little cup holder type of thing on the door. Said, oh, here it is right here. My ex had stole the whole, y'all, everybody was in on it. The police officer, when the ambulance got there, they was in on it. Every fucking thing. I go to the hospital or wherever, they all in on every fucking thing. You don't understand what I'm saying? Besides the emergency room staff, that one woman was real fucked up because y'all, she and then what made me almost jump up at that bed and hurt her, if I wasn't so tired, I swear to God, I would have went old Tiffany with a smooth one off on her, because when she came in there with like, it was like 2-3 huge ass pills. Now I already have medicine in my system. This is not the protocol. When you don't know what a person has in their system, you don't go give them, the remedy is not to give them more medicine. You understand what I'm saying? They were trying to kill me, y'all. And I told her later, I said, I can't swallow those. That bitch said, you mean to tell me you can... The bitch was about to say, I don't know if she was about to say you could suck dick or you could eat pussy, but she was about to say something like that, but you can't swallow these pills. Bitch, first of all, how the fuck do you don't even know me, ho? I wanted her to finish the statement, bitch, so I could have reached around and smooth knock the plum hell out of her, girl. I was gonna get up out that bed and swoop. I was tired to death, but baby, a nurse would have got her ass whooped that day. And you can call whoever you want to call, baby. Please finish the statement. This when she went on and walked out, y'all. I was so damn tired. I swear I sat in that bed. I said, Lord, you know, if I wasn't this tired, you know, I would have popped out. Because, y'all, I had to took the medicine that my doctor had and gave me for insomnia. But this was expected in the middle of the day. This one like late at night. I know shit. Like, this was early in the day, smack in the middle of the day, and I needed to get out that house with my ex, and so I was supposed to be running up the street to the store. Y'all, I got in that car and I kept driving. I just wanted to get far the hell away, and I wanted to sleep. That's all I wanted to do. I got me some ice water, and I kept on driving. I pulled up to the side where someone was so quiet. It just seemed like it was nothing right there, and that's where I stopped. And pulled over, cut the car, and went to sleep, whatever. Y'all, it was a whole drama. It was a whole fucking staged event. Y'all, it was crazy. Okay, I knew the one lady, she was cool. She was really nice. All the other staff, they was actually nice to me. I can't say nothing bad about that place. But that one nurse in the emergency room, she was a bitch, and I heard everything that she was saying. Okay, I got that clear audience. Okay, I can hear really well. Okay. But she got beside herself. Okay. And so I knew they was doing something with my blood or whatever. The woman had to subliminally did that. It was so subliminal. And so I'm worried about my daughter. I'm worried about my daughter. I need to call my daughter. I need to speak to my daughter. I'm calling people. I'm trying to arrange this, that, and the other. I'm like, you know, call my supposed say, I need you to pick her up and to take her here and make sure her hair is calm, and you know, this, that, and the other, whatever. And the nurse, they're all in on it. Y'all, I was getting so many subliminals. Y'all, all kinds of shit was going on when I left there. Because, you know, like, when I left there, like, there's certain, you know, things I had on me for protection and stuff like that, like my pocket knife and stuff like that or whatever, because they had to put my purse in a little cubby thing, wherever they put it at, you know, your belongings or whatever. when I left there, like the next day, or yeah, or something like that, or whatever, the woman, the one nurse, she told me this weird story as I was leaving. Well, first of all, she was really trying to convince me to take these pills, okay? And trying to convince me, oh, it's just a mild sedative. This will keep you, you know. I'm like, no, I don't need that. I don't want that or whatever. But anyway, but she was really nice. She was the sweetest lady or whatever. But as I was leaving, she was telling me the story, and she was telling me how she has twins, and one of her twins didn't need her. How she was sad because one of her twins don't need her anymore, and that the twin had then left and went off somewhere. Okay, now this was supposed to be a subliminal trigger to me having a twin. Okay, which is something I always felt like when I was a child, but I didn't have no proof of it. It's something I felt. I knew two things when I was a child. The woman who said that was I was told was my mother was not my. I always felt like that one wasn't my mother. She was never loving or nurturing or motherly to me, ever, and she was abusive. Okay, and I always felt like I had a twin, but I thought maybe that I just made it up in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a loner and by myself and didn't have friends and different things like that. Maybe, you know how kids have like imaginary friends and different things. I thought maybe it was something I just made up, so I never told anybody about it, and I just didn't worry about it. But that woman told me that story as we was walking out, because she walked with me or whatever, and she was telling me the story about how she has twins, and how one of the twins didn't need her anymore or was leaving or something like that or whatever, and so she was sad by this or whatever, talking about twins. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's so sad or whatever, but I'm listening. Okay, I'm taking in all the information, because so remember I told you that I had my supposed sister to pick up my daughter for me. So when I get there, we get down, we get to the entrance to go out. I'm looking for her because she's supposed to be picking me up, but they wasn't standing there. As we turned around, the woman said, you see now why I had to wait to give you this till you got ready to go? Because I had a pocket knife that was on my purse, that was like clipped on my, like in my purse or whatever, and she waited to give it to me when I left the hospital or whatever. And as we turned around, my sister and my daughter was walking up and behind us, and she handed me the knife at the same time. That was subliminal to tell me that my sister had to stab me in the back. Okay, so I thanked the woman. We left, we get in the car on the way to the house. The first thing this bitch says to me, you talk to Tina? What the fuck, Tina, do you know? Now, everybody know when I put them poems out, one of the poems I did a Tina Turner impersonation. It was like at the very beginning of the poem, or whatever, just a brief little snippet, you know. I like studied and worked really hard to get her voice down back and everything. Like, it was fucking brilliant, y'all. Okay? And I'm mad to this day because my shit's still in the ether. They still got it. Somebody still got a copy of my shit. I know they do. Okay, but they triggered me to erase all my shit. And I'm so fucking mad about it because y'all, those was channel writings. I was writing so fucking fast, y'all. I was amazing myself by the time I was fucking done. It was channel writing. It was like I went into a trance and I was writing, and the shit was coming out so damn fast, and it was supposed to just be the first three, but after them three, Spirit told me to do three. It was really seven. The seventh one was transformation, but I didn't put transformation out because by the time I had finished, transformation was so fucking cold. By the time I finished transformation, I heard they still had the frequencies way up high, and I heard them say, if we let her put this out, it's going to ruin her, or it's going to ruin it, or something like that, or whatever. So I didn't want to be disrespectful to anybody, so I decided not to put the seventh poem out. So it was only a total of 6 that went out, y'all. I was channel writing so fast, y'all. The last 3, the first 3, I had to, you know, I had to rewrote, typed up, memorized by heart, everything or whatever. So I had them saved even after I deleted the videos of when I put them up. The last 4, which was only 3 more that went out, I did them so fucking fast, y'all. I I mastered that shit and worked off of nothing but a rough draft, bro. And I didn't save those. Okay, I'm so pissed off about it. But anyway, so everybody know when I sent them poems out, I did the Tina Turner impression. So I get in the car. The bitch say, "You heard from Tina." Now, ironically, her stepmother, her dad's new wife, is named Tina as well. First of all, I don't even know that woman personally. I don't have her phone. You know this. What Tina are you fucking talking about? Because you know good damn hell, this is how I know for sure. At this point, this bitch are, because now you being funny, bitch. You know good damn hell well, I ain't had a personal conversation with Tina Turner. I know good damn hell well. And then she give me, I'm like, Tina who? And she give me this look like you know what I'm talking about. You know. I'm like, this bitch is crazy. All of them. Y'all, I told y'all all of that. Because when I got home, y'all, the entire house had been ransacked. All of my shit had been gone through. They had to stole my shit, like private, personal pictures that I had way back when I was younger, way when I traveled and all kinds of stuff hadn't came up missing. Remember way back when I told you that my sister had only ever spent time with my daughter twice when she asked to take her to the Disney on Ice? And when she took her to the lake, y'all, I had those photos of that in my phone. They completely disappeared. And my daughter was saying, she was talking to me about something. We got back to the house and my ex standing there, whatever. And my daughter went to say, and you remember the girl told me that I was brave. This bitch hadn't had somebody over my house and was talking over at the house and was talking. She had fucked a bitch while I was at the fucking hospital while my daughter was the fuck there. Bro, and then had the audacity to stop my daughter from talking and, you know, shake her head like, shh, don't say nothing, don't say that. Because the bitch hadn't spent the night, like I wasn't going to know that this was, you know, my supposed sister that you was over here laid up the fuck with. You know what I'm saying? In different, man. Everybody else she had to fuck over. They hadn't went through all my shit, y'all. Stole certain shit. Shit went completely missing. I ain't never spoke about this. These bitches swear I'm dumb. They swear I don't know shit. They swear I don't know shit. But I can fuck up all their lives. Okay? I'm telling y'all all of this because people try to make light. You got a bunch of fake, phony people out here that play pretend like they actually targeted individuals and they are not. They are actually cyber bullies and they're gangstalkers themselves. And they're like disinfo agents that's been planted online, and they watch and they target and copy off of real targeted individuals, y'all. Real targets. The stories we have to tell you, like real deal Holyfield, ain't got no reason to lie. And I can repeat it to you however many times verbatim because it's the matter of factly the truth. Got no reason to make it the fuck up. No reason whatsoever. But I'm telling y'all these things because y'all may have experienced these things as well. Okay? And again, let me remind y'all. This is still like, this was like what I'm just telling you then was right around the time when I'm putting the pieces together. I'm figuring out what's going on, and that I'm a targeted individual, and how these motherfuckers are targeting me, and you know what's all going on, what's happening, and different shit. Y'all, the shit was crazy, and it's been crazy ever since. And here we are, like, cause this was still like, this is something that happened like what, 15. The last story that I just told y'all, that was something like probably 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. Maybe 15, something like that. Yeah. But this is for real. So all these individuals out here that try to make it seem like, oh, it's made up, that's in your head, that is scripted fucking responses. Those are the scripted. If you notice, all the gangstalkers have the same scripted fucking responses about every fucking thing. They have the same stupid ass looks on their face. They have the same eye hustling ass look. You ever seen somebody that listen with their eyes? They give themselves away. And the reason why it looks like that, because they're not hearing for something out of the eardrum. It is telepathically. So they end up listening with their eyes. And they have this stupid ass look on their face. When you're thinking something, or you're saying something to yourself, or they're listening to what their handlers is telling them to tell to you, it's telepathic. So they get this stupid look on their face. They're listening with their eyes. Anytime you see somebody's eyes rolling around looking crazy, or they just looking at it, they're getting telepathic. They're hearing something telepathically. It's not through the eardrum, it's through the mind. It's telepathic. But what the government is using is synthetic telepathy, which is like a fake form. It's like almost like artificial intelligence. It's like artificial intelligence, okay? First of all, artificial is fake. Understand that. Just because you put intelligence or technology on the end of it, you know, don't make it, don't mean it's not fucking science fiction. It's not fake. You understand what I'm saying? Which means it was it was created by the fuck man. Okay? They're using synthetic telepathy. I actually have telepathic abilities naturally within me. The government is using synthetic telepathy. What and you can research it. What is being called voice to skull or V2K or voice of God weapon is actually synthetic telepathy. It's hearing telepathically. It's through the mind without verbal communication. It's through the mind. It's not through the eardrum. It's not like how you're hearing me right now. You're listening to me right now through the sounds of the eardrums, vibrations hitting your eardrum to relay what it is that you're listening to, what you're hearing. Telepathic telepathy is through the mind. It's through the brain. Same type of communication that the extraterrestrials use, aliens use, and different things like that. The government, everything that they have, where do you think they got their technology from? Extraterrestrials. Okay, all they do is mimic everything. All they do is mimic everything, or they perverse and reverse things. Okay, and that's tied into Lucifer's role, because everything that comes along with Lucifer has just been reversed and perverse. It's just been reversed. That's what people don't get. It's been reversed. But I literally researched these things. I studied these things when these things was going on, because you know what I'm saying. I'm not the type to just jump off a dot. Like, I know if I'm experiencing something, I'm feeling something, or something is going on. But there's got to be a logical explanation. Even if the logical explanation that you get for whatever is happening is something that is like flabbergasting, unbelievable, out there, there's still logically this can be broken down. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like saying, if you mention microwave weapons to somebody, first of all somebody that is not in the know heard you say first was a microwave. They're going to think of the microwave that's in their kitchen. They don't know that the government has a patent on microwave weapons. Okay? All of that can be simplified. It's like a math problem. It doesn't matter how severe or how what's the word I want to use? Not severe, but how massive, say, a math problem can look. Okay, you can put numbers and letters, to the 10th power, to the 3rd degree, and decimals and fractions and 2s and 3s times x, y, and z. Or what? It don't matter. Everything can be simplified. Okay. So there's a rational reasoning for everything, even if the rational reasoning for whatever is happening is something that has been man-made or created. It's happening for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? And there's likely other persons that have experienced something, studies or research done on such things like this or whatever, because, you know what I'm saying, those who are not in the know, you probably never heard of a silent dagger. You probably never heard of microwave weapons. You probably never heard of remote neuromonitoring, neurolinguistic programming. You probably never heard of brain mapping, remote viewing, electromagnetic frequencies, electromagnetic pulses, directed energy weapons, militarized silent weapons, touchless torture weapons. You probably never heard of such a thing until you study these things and you research far enough that all of those things are patented by your government. Things get passed all the time under people's noses. And they have staged events and caused distractions, and you're not really paying attention, or you don't really care. Just like when y'all were, everybody was worried about, the PPP loans and the stimulants checks, and and being greedy, and all this other kind of shit that people were doing, or what have you. That's how they passed HR 6666 right up under your nose. That's to track and trace your ass anywhere at any time. That's what HR 6666 is. But even when it comes to like MK Ultra mind control, monarch programming, all of these things have been used by the government, is patented by the government, can be researched. And understand that the government has never founded or created a successful weapon that they just all of a sudden decide to stop using. That's stupid. They might tell you that they have. They haven't. They ain't told you the truth about any damn thing. They won't tell you the truth about history. They won't tell you the truth about extraterrestrials. What the hell make you think they're going to tell you the truth about some weapons that they have created to manipulate and control your ass? They're not going to do that. But all of these things can be researched, can be studied, and you research and you study long enough, you realize all of these things are patented by your government. Your regular, everyday, average Joe person in your neighborhood round the way that dislike you don't have access, the power, the wherewithal, the funds, or anything to even use any of those operations, let alone know anything about it or can operate unless they're in company, a part of something else. You understand what I'm saying? That's giving them access to do so. There's been all kinds of Operation this and Project that and all this other kind of stuff that is sinister ass shit that has been done to human experiments on people. Sorry, social engineering and all of this stuff. I'll never forget when my brother got married, and I went to his wedding, and it was interesting because this is when I was going through an awakening on a lot of different things, and what this was even years before I knew that I was a targeted individual. Another cousin that's on my alleged mama side, that is not my mother, one of her cousins, he was sitting there next to me, and it was something. We ended up talking about something, but I ended up saying something about geoengineered weather. And y'all, he just paused. He froze. And he looked at me, and then he stopped talking. He immediately stopped talking. And by this point, I'm awake and I'm aware enough to know that, the mannerisms and the way certain people act. You know how you can say certain things around certain people just to get a reaction out of them, to see what they're gonna say or whatever. That man froze up if you could see the facial expressions on this man's face, it looked like he had this look like I was not supposed to know that. Now his brother, which the government murdered, was a high-ranking military official. He was like I'm not sure his ranking exactly. I know he was a commanding officer. He was a very high-ranking military official, who was murdered, allegedly in combat, but whatever. I beg to differ on that. He was murdered. So if y'all could have seen his look on his face, and he refused, he didn't say anything else to me. It's like he immediately, like some type of program, like some type of trigger went off in him, but he gave me this look like, How do you know about geoengineering? Like, I'm not supposed to know that. And it was certain little things that I was speaking them out about. Because, see, a lot of things was hidden from me on purpose. I was sheltered from on purpose. So when I went through my awakening and I started speaking out about things, this is how people knew that I was awakened. And they all scattered like roaches and teamed up to work against me because I'm not supposed to know these things. This is how I didn't know nothing about a secret society. Nobody ever told me anything about that. It took me going through an awakening and researching and studying and finding this out and everything or whatever, because I told you I had to look for logical reasons of anything to find out I had never heard of a Freemason, a Eastern Star, a Jesuit, a Knights and Templars, a Skull and Bones. I had never heard of such a thing. And I was like, wow. I did not know that there were like cults and covens and like secret societies at all. I did not know that people were like real people were doing like were like witches for real. Like they were doing witchcraft and black magic and voodoo, like for real, like you know, just shit you see on TV or whatever. But you know, the way you grow up and the people you go around or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You surely wouldn't think that any of these people. So when I'm speaking about these people, I'm thinking other people will be just as appalled as I am about these things. And then, you know, when spirit drops the veil from your eyes and you realize all these motherfuckers that was around you all along are hypocrites and they all a part of this shit, especially those of them in the church. I was dumbfounded. I was heartbroken, especially by the church, because at first, and I really kind of hate it to this day, because I feel like the powers that be are that to this day they're targeting me and attacking me for shit that technically was hidden from me. I did not know. Even when I first started being targeted, and I think it was around the time when I had put the poems out or something like that or whatever, but I feel like it was a little while later because the frequencies was way up high. I heard somebody say, does she not know? Nobody told her? They ain't told me nothing. And so when I was finding out about a lot of things, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, how awful is it for these wealthy elite Caucasian people to be doing this stuff? You know what I'm saying? But I'm still looking at it like, okay, these is wealthy elite people way somewhere else. Likely only Caucasian people. Ignorant of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and then I find out that, so I'm writing about things, and you know, I'm just channel writing, I'm in a trance, I'm writing, and I put these poems down, and I'm, you know, Lord, that I got the whole industry mad at me, the government mad at me, these people attacking. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm speaking on shit that I know is truth. And you would think righteous upstand, I didn't write about anything that righteous upstanding people that they claim to be would not have been on board with. Like, yep, you know what, you're sure right. You know, because I spoke about things like, you know, all the missing children, human trafficking. I spoke about the police brutality and people being, you know, coming up dead, and like just a lot of things that's matter of factly true that you can fact check. I put it into something creatively in a poem. You understand what I'm saying? And I was literally attacked. But you know, whatever. And so I was really like dumbfounded when I found out that, like, especially like, you know, just all different cultures of people was a part of all that. I was just like shook. I was hidden. This stuff was hidden. It was in my face all the time, but I was not aware of it. Even as being as intuitive as I am, I was unaware of it. There was like only one, like I was told when I was younger that there was witches on my alleged dad's side, but there was only one that I knew matter of factly was a witch. But like, she didn't bother me. She didn't do anything to hurt me. She didn't scare me. It was what it was. Like, I mean, because the spirit can identify with other spirits when it's, kind of like spirits or whatever. Like, you don't have to be a part of the same things. You have an understanding of who somebody else is and different things like that. So she didn't scare me. So somebody who's like fearful of things like that, or and don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, because some of us come from like you may come from a bloodline of witches. You may not be into witchcraft or do witchcraft, but you wouldn't necessarily be like thrown aback. Like, you know how some other people could say, come into the presence of somebody who is, say, different, and feel uncomfortable and scared and worried. Let's just say people who really stick out, gothic people. People who are gothic, they are like trenched in black. Everything they wear is black. So people who are unaware, who they are, what they about, or whatever, from a distant look at them, even if they came in close proximity, they would be afraid. Oh, they're into devil worship and they're vampires. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. But you know what I'm saying? If there's something, even when you don't know, but there's something in you that has a deeper knowing of things, you're not afraid of. You understand what I'm saying? Um. So it was just like one of those type of things, guys. Okay. But anyway, so many of y'all, the point is that y'all can think back over, those of you who are targeted individuals, this is a targeted individual message, that think back over this entire time that you have been targeted and just start putting the pieces together, connecting dots. See how these things interlock and connect with everything, and one person connect to another person and connect to another person, and it's a whole circle of individuals. And then you can begin to put the pieces of everything in between all of those people, put the pieces to everything that you have endured, like every experience that you've endured and happened, and when you was with certain people and around certain people and this and the other, and all these people connected, you will see how it all connects, how they were all a part all along of everything that was going on with you. Okay. And so that's what this message was about today, guys. Okay. And so every once in a while I do these for you all, because no matter, the work I do is meant to help and to heal and to uplift and to awaken people or what have you. So I don't ever want to, like, stray so far away that I get wrapped up into doing this work or that work or whatever, and forget. I try to do things that some of everybody could identify with, you know what I'm saying, resonate with, and different things like that or whatever. But every once in a while I do these targeted individual readings, because there's so many people who are targeted individuals who don't have that outlet. Don't have a person to talk to, don't have a person that understands, don't have a person that's going to treat them like they're crazy or they've lost their minds, or something like that, or that's gaslighting them or something like that. And then you got those who, like, they're in the thick of it right now. They have no clue what's going on, why what's going on is what's going on, how to deal with what's going on. And not everybody is strong-willed and strong-minded. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who, that had, mental breakdowns, and, even worse than that, from not being able to cope with the things that was happening to them and going on. So this is the reason why every once in a while I do these messages or what have you for you all, as well as those who, like, go out of their way to try to make this seem like this is some fabricated phenomenon that doesn't even really exist, when it does. It does. And in the very near future, in a very big way, the government, like the people who are in power and authority right now, I call them the untouchables. Okay. Like the Incredibles, almost like, these, like, how, like, most movies have, like, some superhero or a villain or something like that. They're like the super villains of the world or some shit. The untouchables. they really kind of parade around like they're untouchable. They don't give a damn about nothing and nobody but themselves. They're lacking sympathy, empathy, or remorse for everything that they, or whatever. They don't have any care because they're heartless. They're soulless beings. So they thrived off the pain and the suffering and the fear and the anguish of others, or what have you, and they feel like they're untouchable, like nobody can stop them. But in the future, in a very big way, um it's some very massive things that's going to happen, and it's going to tear down um some very big empires because of what's going on, because of the gross abuse, invasions, violations, torment, torture, cruelty that is going on, that they have gotten away with for so long. Okay, because there's people now all over the world, all different shapes, sizes, colors, all over the world, who's experiencing this, and none of us know each other from Adam. So there's no group meeting, coalition where we have come together and put together this master plan of a lie that we all were going to spread all across the world. That's not how this happens. That's not, you understand what I'm saying? So, um, anyway, guys, that's what's going on. Okay? I'm very interested in knowing who this emperor is, because if this is not somebody that you know personally, this is somebody who is like high up in power, somebody who's high in authority. Yeah, I'm seeing justice here with the hermit. This person works for the government and he's hidden. This could be somebody who's like high up in power, works for the government, has ties to the government, but he's like hidden. With the hermit, there's something that's like secluded, solitude, isolation about this person here. Okay, he's like one of those ones that's way up, but that's in the shadows. Like, I don't know if this is a shadow government type of an individual or what. Okay, but he had a lot to do with the decisions. Yeah, this judgment. He had a lot to do. Judgment with the Five of Wands. A lot to do with the decisions that was made to hex you, to banish you, for all these things that have done to you, because somebody wants you like bound to poverty. Whatever, I don't know what type of power you got in you, but they want that shit contained. They don't want you to succeed or progress. I feel like they didn't even want you seen or heard or known, or they don't even want you aware of your abilities, of your power, of your skill. Okay? Yeah. This judgment call, this action that was taken, this decision was made out of jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, competition, out of retaliation, punishment, payback, revenge. Spirit is saying these people are full of deception and envy, Spirit is saying. Okay? Yeah. And they've caused you a lot of heartache and a heartbreak, but you're still living, you're still breathing. Okay? But you literally have had, these people, they were initiated into some type of cult, coven, or secret society, whatever it is that they want to label it. The devil. These people are chained to the devil. I'm telling you, they sold to the devil, and they were initiated in this cult that they belong to. Okay? Yeah, and this is all for the purposes of money. There's something with wealth here. There's a large amount of money that has gone out, that has been paid to these people here. Yeah, I'm seeing the Ten of Coins again with the Nine of Cups, with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this belongs to you, and these individuals want to take it. And this is the reason why they've done things to keep you they neglected you, they abandoned you, they left you out in the cold, they rejected you, they left you in turmoil, they alienated you, they left you in harsh conditions and financial ruin and loss with changes and breakups. You had nothing and nobody, no support, no help, a lack of finances, money, and resources, and here you are, this high priestess energy. Okay? Look at that full moon with the Ten of Cups. These people worked in secret, behind the scenes here. Full moon, Ten of Cups, King of Wands here. Yeah. Somebody who abandoned you, like if this wealth abundance was left to you, this was left to you because you were abandoned or neglected by someone, maybe when you were a child. Yeah, I'm seeing the Ten of Cups here. Yeah, again, Ten of Cups, King of Wands. You could have a fire sign masculine that's family of yours. Something has to do with family here that may have left you something. Yeah, but there was, oh, this Emperor could be this King of Wands here. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Okay? But this could be somebody. You see him with this top hat on, this magician hat on. He winking the one eye. He in the black and white Masonic symbolisms here. This King of Wands here. This person is something with your family here. Something about family, but I'm also seeing lovers here. So this could be your entire family. Whoever this King of Wands individual is. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, masculine. And a lover of yours, or ex-lover of yours, or this person thought that they was going to be your lover, or some shit like that, or whatever. But I feel like this could even be an ex-lover of yours. These people done things to cause towers in your life. Chaos, tragedy, conflict, hostility, defeat. Okay? Because they wanted to bring about some type of change. Yeah. They wanted to bring about some type of change, to cause you burdens and hardships and problematic situations, to cause you to have a lot of responsibilities, to feel overwhelmed, on the brink of collapse, and different things. They put spells on you. There's a lot of people involved here, y'all. Spirit, clarify the Fool, the Ten of Water, Shadow, Family Room, Cauldron. Something's all about money for these people. I'm telling you. That's all they care about is money. And you not having any. Yeah. This magician could be an earth sign masculine individual. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I'm seeing the magician with the King of Coins here. I don't know if that's an authority figure here to sit with the magician here, or if that's the Emperor that we've seen at the bottom of the deck here. These people did a lot, though. Somebody could be a superstar, a celebrity, have some type of star status as well. That could have been working against you as well, Spirit is saying. Yeah, that's what's going on here, y'all. I'm seeing the King of Cups. I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. The Moon here. A lot of people worked in secret. Yeah, there's a celebrity here who works in secret with your family. Somebody who, yeah, that works with this group here. So it's this group individuals who collaborated together. Your family, that which makes up your family. There's some type of superstar or celebrity or something. They all worked in secret together. They all worked in secret together. Yeah, I'm seeing the Queen of Wands, fire sign woman. Queen of Earth, earth sign woman. Yeah. Whoever this magician is, this is authority figure, this official person here. This could be the person who have you on their altar, who's doing some type of altar magic, who's been doing things to cause you chaos and conflict who have sent hostility your way, done abusive things to you, came up with plot twists and different things that's been going on. Yeah, something about the full moon here. Something about this conflict. Like, there could be conflict and defeat, different things that goes on around full moons. With this person, yeah, magician here. He could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You don't have to be. I just seen that again. Yeah, Emperor here. So again, somebody in power. This is somebody who has some type of power, authority. He could be just coming out as the king of coins because he's very wealthy. Whoever he is. Maybe he's very wealthy or something. I keep seeing that. Yeah. There's definitely something here with a king of wands. There's something here with a king of coins here. I've seen a lot of other women. Yeah, but now they're in some type of sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret here because they have put a lot of time, energy, effort, investments, waiting on a harvest, you know, working against you here. Yeah. They're in sadness, loss, disappointment. It's like there's some type of unwelcome change they're dealing with. Grief, sadness, loss, mourning, emotional baggage. They're resisting change. Because, like I said, they put a lot of time, energy, and effort into something here. They've been doing something like long term, like 7 years or more. Yeah. 12 years. 7 and 5 is 12. It could be 12 years. 5 years, 7 years, or 12 years for y'all, okay? Yeah. Yeah. This group, they've been working in secret. Yeah, there's the King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, masculine. This person could have been juggling you, or this person is doing some type of juggling. It's been going on, some type of swift communication, travel, communication. Yeah. You're in this temperance energy. They've done a lot of things to cause you heartache, to cause you heartbreak, pain, sorrow, misery, anguish, to cause you mental conflict, mental anguish, anxiety, fear, nightmares, insomnia, worry, dark thoughts, stress, depression, anxiety. Yeah. Be very careful. Keep an eye on your kids, man. Somebody got their eye on your child. If you have a water sign child, somebody, what the fuck? If you got a water sign child, somebody wants to marry your child. There's something about, like, what the fuck? I'm literally seeing the Page of Cups, unless this is your energy when you were a child. Somebody here could have been a child bride. You might have been sold to somebody as a child bride when you were a child. I'm literally seeing the Page of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Six of Coins. With the Two of Swords. Somebody paid for a child to be their bride. Because even the energy, just that, first of all, the page is a child energy, but the energy of the Page of Cups is romantic gestures. Love offers, romance. Okay? Shit like that. The Four of Wands is often seen as a marriage card. It's usually celebrating unions, being united, weddings, celebrations, parties, things like that. The Six of Coins talks about giving and receiving, generosity, balance, kindness, equal give and take, quid pro quo. Fuck that. Somebody could have sold, either you were sold as a child to be a child bride to somebody, or if you have a water sign child, somebody in your family could have literally, like, sold your child out. And they trying to get rid of you. Yeah, look at this. Page of Cups, Four of Wands, Six of Coins, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, Seven of Wands, Solar Eclipse, the Fool. Baby, this is trafficking. This is a situation that is forced. This is trafficking. The Eight of Swords talks about one being entrapped, doom and gloom, hands tied, paralyzed, crisis, being stuck, restricted, unable to move or get out of a situation. The Seven of Wands talks about endurance. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. It's going into some deep. Either that was done to you when you was a child, or somebody is trying to do that to your child. These bastards is sick though, and they twisted. And I'm telling you, it's far more than your family and some people from around the way that dislike you that's involved in this shit. There's some wealthy, elite, very powerful people high up in fucking power, even in government, that is aware of this bullshit. That's why I said, y'all, in the near future, it's a major shit going down. It's a major shit going down that's going to bust this shit wide open of the shit that has been going on. Okay? With these hate crimes against humanity, this cruel and unusual punishment, and all this other shit that has been going on, y'all. I didn't expect for this to be this long, guys, so I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. Okay? I'll probably come back on and do a regular reading for you all in a little bit. But that's what's going on here, y'all. That's what's going on here. Those of you who are targeting individuals, reevaluate your situation. Really research things. Study things. Look at things logically. What's being said? What's not being said? How are people acting? How are you being treated? What's going on? What are the things that you are doing, enduring? Who are the people that you are around? How do those people connect? And I guarantee you'll start figuring out everybody that you know. I'm talking about the people. Start with the people you know personally, from family to your lovers to friends, and watch how they all start linking up and connecting. And from there you can branch out to, like, other areas of people, where there's organizations, agencies, persons in power, authority, different things. You know what I'm saying? Start with what you know, who you know personally, and watch all of them start connecting very mysteriously all around everything over the course of your life and things that has happened to you. And then watch how that branch off to other certain people. Okay? I'm seeing Dream Weaver here, okay? Dreaming and imagining. Bring your powerful vision into reality. There's something about your dreams being very powerful. Make miracles. Stay open-minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life, Spirit is saying. So I'm seeing here tide of transition. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. Ride the current. Embrace change. Flow with the rhythm and release resistance. Answers unfold in a dance of transition. Okay? I'm seeing planning phase here. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. Plan wisely. Cultivate success through meticulous research. Didn't I just tell you to research? And strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths. Okay? Honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. I'm telling you, what I just told y'all is the whole truth. Honest echoes is what you're hearing from me right now. This is why it is important for you all to stay in control of your own mind as much as possible. Because there's a whole lot of very evil, wicked Dr. Evil. I wrote a poem called Dr. Evil. One of these days when we got time, I'll read it to you. That was one of the poems I put out called Dr. Evil. That was one of the first ones. Okay? If you don't stay in control of your mind, there's people out here, like how they be like, there's an app for that that'll control it for you, baby. And it is imperative, y'all, for those of you who are real targeted individuals, a lot of the ways that they do things when they're manipulating technology, they're tapping into, there's energy that flows through your body. They're tapping into the frequencies of your mind and your body. Okay? So, if at all possible, it is imperative for you to stay sober. Okay? But if you're going to do anything like, well, like a psychedelic, like, you shouldn't be doing any street drugs and anything like that or whatever, but you know, different strokes for different folks. A lot of people go through a lot of things in life. Okay, so no judgment. Okay, but I'm telling y'all, they can like magnify, like, well, that's not the right word, like make things more severe. It's really important, okay, as a targeted individual, to just be sober and celibate. Seriously. Now, alcohol is perfectly legal, but you don't have to drink to be drunken. And if you a targeted individual, especially if you full grown, we done been careless, we done been reckless, we done parted, we done kick it, we done been all up and down highways and the byways, girl. Okay? You done been there, you done done that. Ain't nothing wrong with you having a drink. But in your grown woman, grown man energy, how you a drink at home, where you feel safe, where you feel secure, how you a cup of drink, chill out, watch a movie, whatever it is you want to do. Okay? I don't particularly feel like there's anything wrong with marijuana. But I'm telling you this. Too strong of marijuana, just like any psychedelic, can be manipulated if you are under mind control, and or if you're being targeted where they're already, you know, using like synthetic telepathy and doing other things to manipulate things around you. They'll do things to fuck with your mind and different things, okay? And it'll be more severe. So like if you smoke marijuana or like chew gummies or something like that or whatever, just get you like something mild, okay? Because marijuana stimulates the mind, okay? Marijuana is good for like it heals a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Anxiety, stress, insomnia, pain, you know what I'm saying? And different things like that. It's a herb, okay? It's like a natural remedy to like not, you know, it can be used for good, okay? Um Instead of having like all the popping these pills and all this other kinds of stuff, and you know, there's chemicals that's harmful for your body anyway, if you're taking too much of it or what have you. But those drugs and different things like that, like especially street drugs, you don't want to be on the street drugs and out here being careless, especially if you're a targeted individual anyway, because you already got folks that's out to get you. You don't want to make it more easy for them. If you drinking to be drunken, that leaves the door wide open for somebody to slip something in your drink. You being careless and reckless and you know, other folks tinkering around your food, that leave the door open for somebody to slip you some poison or something. If somebody know you you too powder, or you do this or do that or whatever, somebody can lace your drugs with some other shit, and you know your tolerance, but you've been an overdose or some shit, think you got your regular whatever, and you know somebody done lined you up. So of course I'm gonna tell you it's best for you not to be doing it at all, but at the same time I understand people that's trying to cope and deal with the stresses of everything that they're going through, but it is best, especially if you are a targeted individual. Okay? If you drink, do not drink to be drunken. And try to drink in safe environments. You don't really do not do any street drugs, anything at all, recreationally like that or whatever. I feel like marijuana is okay because, like I said, it's an herb and it's something that can help you. Okay, but even in like that, don't have to be super strong, and you can do that in small doses. And you don't even have to smoke or anything or whatever. And then there's other products that have the THC in it that, you know what I'm saying, that can help you without the effects of, you know, that all the other just actually smoking the herb or whatever. Um, that is helpful to you as well, but don't give these people leeway to, like, you know, manipulate a situation even more, make it easy for them to hurt you, harm you, or endanger you or something like that. Okay, especially be careful with who you mixing and mingling with, you know that, especially who you sleeping with, you know that. Okay, so we have here unwavering faith. Okay, collective, I have unwavering faith. I may be speaking to some of you, regardless to what you believe in, whether you're spiritual, whether you're someone who's religious, or you know, you have whatever type of beliefs you have. This is not about converting you to what how I want you to believe, but you know, everybody, you know, it's something you believe in. You know, if but there's something significant to unwavering faith. Okay, so spirit is saying stand firm in your beliefs. Your steadfast spirit guides you through uncertainty. Okay, keep the faith, y'all. Okay, stand your ground, stand for your beliefs and things like that or what have you. But with honest echoes here, I feel like that can even be for some of you all who have been speaking honestly about your experiences and what you are enduring. And it is really bad that those people who are real targeted individuals, there's not just like there's a community of us, but we're not all in the same area. So to have that support system where people can come together and, you know, console one another and converse and speak in different things, is really kind of hard to do because so many of us are bombarded with a bunch of fake phony ass individuals around us that's like gaslighting us and, you know, constantly targeting us every single day. But with that honest echoes and your unwavering faith, I feel like you are somebody who has spoke honestly about what you have endured and what you have been going through, just like how I did with you all here today. Okay, and it's all because of your unwavering faith and you standing steadfast on your beliefs that you are still living and breathing in here today. Okay, bottom of the deck, clear mind. Okay, you have a clear mind. And if you don't feel like you have a clear mind right now, sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. Clear mind. Okay? Act with clarity, Spirit is saying. Focus your intentions. Navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this shit is matter of factly and it's going on. Y'all know I told y'all, those of you who seen the video that I did yesterday, talking about, it was entitled They Tried It, Ocean Dental. Another day in the life of a targeted individual, where I was telling you all about my experience at this dental company. You know, y'all, I told y'all, honey, that I had left a review. You know how, you know, businesses or whatever, you can leave a review or whatever. on the website or whatever. So if you Google Ocean Dental of Little Rock, right? If you Google this, and you go to reviews, like it'll pull up, and you go to reviews, okay? And I noticed, I went to it today, and some just told me to go to it. I was sitting in the restaurant. I wasn't particularly doing anything, right? So some just told me to go check out the review that I posted yesterday. Okay, y'all. Now, here's where the reviews start. I don't want to show this person's child, but I mean, but it's on. This person posted their child online. This is if you looked up Ocean Dental of Little Rock right now and went to reviews. This person's child. So I'm not. This is not me exposing nobody else's child. This is somebody who was reviewed and they put pictures of their darn child up. I don't know why people do that, but look, y'all. Now this person here posted this 3 months ago. Okay, under reviews. Okay, once the reviews come up, you can look at the most relevant one, the newest ones, highest, lowest, like that, or whatever. Okay, and you scroll down, you begin to see the reviews. Okay, now this is a different device here. Okay, so I made another post. This is me right here. Okay, now I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm on this device, but on this device is the device that I posted my review, y'all. It ain't nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. They stripped my review. You trying to? I have the right to freedom of speech, and people have the right to know the truth. They know I spoke truth in clarity. They went on there and they took my review down. So when I noticed it, I said these bitches. And look, this is my original review. This is look. I took these are pictures that I took from my other phone. This is what my review looked like. See, that's the place right there. That's one picture of the place, and that's me, a picture of me looking over at the place like that. But this is my original view. You see how I took a picture with the camera, and that's everything that it said that I wrote on there, right? But on this here, this is from my other email I post here, and it says here I left a review on here yesterday using my other device, but it's interesting that they have buried my review so that it would be hidden if anyone is searching, looking at the reviews for this business. However, I can still see it from my other device I used to make the post. I have the right to freedom of speech, so I will not be silenced. I spoke nothing but truth and clarity in which somebody is trying to keep hidden from the general public because they know that I told the truth and that I am right. And I was targeted at this facility. However, and then I went on to tell them, how they can see the deal. Okay? Now, anytime you leave a review, interestingly enough, now you see how I just showed y'all. Look right here. You see my name here? Says Tiffany. This says Letitia Diamond Ziegler. This is from my other email here. Okay. I have more than one email. So anytime you leave a review on anything, when you go in there on your device that you use, you'll still see it because Google saves it. You understand? Like it's in your Google thing. Like you know how you can pull up your Google account information stuff or whatever. Anything that you do in Google is in your thing. Okay, but on the actual site, it's been stripped. It's not on there. So when I look on here, I can see my review. Okay, but look, check this out. It's not on here. This is the review that I left yesterday. Okay, this still right here because it's Google, but as you can see, when I search it from a different device, it's not on here. This post is the post I made today from a different email saying that my original post is not on here. Okay, this is from the phone that I made the original post. This is my original post. I can see it here because it's saved in my Google thing here, but it's not actually in the list of the reviews. See, there go that lady child right there. It's showing hers as the first one here, but she posted this 2 months ago. I posted yesterday and today, and nobody else has posted anything, y'all. Total setup. This is the place, though, y'all. Oh, yeah, I forgot I'm using my other camera thing, so. Okay, so this is the place here, right? But that trips me out. So I was like, wow, they literally don't. Yo, they took my. Somebody removed my review. Okay, and I called corporate and everything. Okay, and got to human resources or whatever. Called the woman that I need to speak to. About the thing or whatever, left her a message or whatever. She's supposed to be calling me back or whatever, but I went on and I still left a review, y'all. They went on here and they took off my original review. Now, let me say something here. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go out of it and sign back in. Yeah. Now look. This is how I know. This is how I know that they took my original review off because look, this is me, but this is from my other page. This is the one that I just showed you on here. From this one, from my other email. It's on here, and it look. This is the one I posted today from my other email. It's still up there. But they took down my original review. Okay? And I said from the moment I went to Ocean Dental for dental work, I was targeted in a nice and nasty way at first. Visit after visit, I was gang stalked and harassed. There were slick shots, wisecracks, subliminal messages was the norm every visit. I know HIPAA violations occurred as well, with my medical information being given to others, not to mention getting fake smiles while being talked about just loud enough for me to hear. On a particular visit, the dentist jammed a needle in my gum so hard on purpose, very aggressively, to the point it literally made me shed tears, and I'm 40. So my next visit, I recorded my experience, and I was treated even worse after I spoke out about the fact I knew I was being targeted on purpose. Other services I needed was purposely held up for several months, cleanings, fillings, and partial. Now they are saying they can't schedule me until January when I've already been waiting 3 to 4 months for a cleaning. I had work done today, had two teeth taken out, and I was purposely not given anything for pain, not even the 800 milligram ibuprofen. But that's okay, I'm fine. Because I know that's because I spoke out about being hurt. So this time they figured they just let me suffer or something. I don't know. But then the front desk staff was rude to me about scheduling me a sooner appointment for cleaning. Then the man literally kept talking over me and arguing with me over nothing when I wasn't speaking to him to begin with. The lady at the front desk had an attitude, smacking her lips, shaking her head, rolling her eyes, all because I asked why the visit for the cleaning takes so long. Then the other guy just jumped in, like literally trying to intimidate me and bully me. Then he threatened to cancel all my appointments and send my chart and records somewhere else. Very rude and aggressive when my interactions nor problem was with him at all. He literally was used to attack me more than once verbally, even after I walked away. My suggestion is if you're not a targeted individual whose privacy, human rights are being invaded and violated and or attacked by cruel and unusual punishments by the government and all of their paid ops, then you'll likely have an okay experience at this facility. However, if you are a targeted individual, you will most definitely get disrespected, gang stalked, and harassed by overgrown bullies who are sellouts stepping and fetching for the powers that be and will do anything for money, clout, and their own little incentives. Even though they tried their best to stage an event to make me feel some type of way in an effort to belittle me, I fear no man, woman, or evil. The enemy can't steal my joy. Peace, love, and light. Namaste. That's literally all The post said, guys, okay? And they took it down, okay? Our First Amendment right is freedom of speech. You don't have to like me, you don't have to love me, but you can. I'm speaking about my experience, what I experienced, and I'm not gonna lie on nobody. I'm not gonna make nothing up, okay? That's what you have this for. Reviews to be left. If you only want reviews that's praising your business, you are not genuine to fucking begin with. Y'all, they took the shit down, but look, my other thing is still here. And that's why I took pictures of my original post so people can see it. Y'all, this shit is crazy. These people are seriously absurd. No bullshit. Now look at this. On this one, I'm gonna do it over again, and I'm gonna show you. So you look it up, you go to reviews, and you scroll down. Look, that's the one that I did today from this phone, which is from another email that I used. Okay, my other one should be right up under here, right before this lady's here, and it's nowhere to be found. They literally stripped it off the internet, trying to silence me. So this is what you go through as a targeted individual when you speak in truth and clarity, y'all. Okay? So, honey, look. I hope this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation you may be dealing with, or pertaining to a situation you may notice someone else is dealing with if you are cross-watching. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through Cash App, which is $tip-diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Real quick, guys, you know, if you are real subscribers to my channel, that makes you one of my diamonds. Why? Because a diamond is a girl's best friend. So if you decide to leave a comment in the comment sections below, be sure to drop your girl some diamond emojis to let me know that you are a real and true subscriber, guys. Okay? So, I think that's it, guys. Till the next time. Peace.